We're all good
Oh, yeah,
here.
I can't hear you. I see your mouth. I see your mouth.
No, we're all good now. We're all good.
Okay, you must have been talking to that kid.
Can you go in the shower for me?
Yeah, give me a second. Yeah. It was kind of conflicting with OBS a little bit for the stream stuff. So
Really?
yeah, kind of weird, but
You'd think those ones would work together rather nicely, but guess not. You guys' first real gun battle, Derek. Like, real one. One where the bad guys get a chance to shoot back at you before being
yeah.
eviscerated by spike throwers.
You're telling me, right? All right, I will be right back a second. I gotta go get the boy ready for bed. Give me a second.
The shower.
The shower. Oh, even worse.
Oh, I'm getting in the shower. Why doesn't you turn it on? You know how. You do this every time.
Rasmus Blake, everybody's good friend. Everybody's pendejo.
Boy, in for a treat, aren't we? Oh, let's add in.
Make sure Angel's got his teleport locked, emergency teleport locked and loaded. Ready to teleport everybody out here if the sheet hits the fan. Looks like reading that he can teleport himself and 3 others. So that would work fine, but poor old Rasmus is going to be stuck here.
Yes. So you're still playing that Expeditions Rome game?
Yeah, that's what I was playing when you logged on.
Oh, word.
That game's awesome, man. That's the game I was looking for when I tried that last. What was that game? Pathfinder, the second one.
Oh, was it Wrath of the Righteous or whatever?
Yeah,
it was?
I think that was it. I tried that one and I was just like it was overwhelming. For me, I couldn't even deal with it. It was too much. Like the character, just learning the rules and the characters and all that was enough. But then they added on the second layer where you had to manage your kingdom, and you had to dispatch armies, and you had to assign your heroes to do certain jobs every few days. and you had to, build your village building by building on a grid. You had to manage resources and send hunting parties out and resource gathering and it was just like, oh man, what a pain in the butt it was.
Yep.
It was just like doing a job. Like I was an accountant. Kid alert. Yeah, it was just too much. Like I wanted a nice turn-based CRPG. The last one, Pathfinder game, was pretty cool. It also had kind of a similar thing where it just got kind of overwhelming after a certain point, but the second one just starts to overwhelm you right away with all the. Apparently you could turn all that stuff off, but I didn't. I never bothered. It was too much. But the new one, the Rome game, like you still have a base to manage. You have your legion. You have to make sure you got enough rations. You got to hire centurions and praetorians to be in your party and to lead your armies and whatnot. But it's pretty simplistic, and you don't have to know. You don't have to have 3 years of college calculus to be able to understand it. Which fucking Wrath of the Righteous was hardcore math. So much. ¿Qué pasa, Nin?
¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasó?
Hey, yo!
¿Qué pasó? You guys you about ready to fight it out here, Nick?
Die a little bit horrible death, yeah.
I mean, my track record's pretty clean.
So I was doing some research on the hacking. Like it doesn't seem like there's only like a page of rules in the Start Numbers book. But there's different hacking rules in Polychrome. And I will get to that when. For your hacking that you're probably going to be doing tonight, I'm assuming that you're going to be doing some hacking. It might even be important for you to do some. If you guys survive this fight, that is. I'm going to do kind of a combination of the rules in Polychrome. And see, in Polychrome, what you do is you make one of those ghosts, right? You make like a level 1 ghost. It takes you a day to make it. You got to make a little target number 7 roll for you, which is pretty much automatic. And then you've created this ghost. And the ghost isn't like a VR avatar. What it is a fake identity. And then you go and you perform a hack using that identity. And if you fuck up the hack, normally if you fail the hack, whoever you've hacked, you fail and they are notified of your location. So you got to get out of there. You know what I mean? And also your warrants are filed and all that. So of course you use those fake identities, those ghosts.
Yeah, it's the same thing as setting like a anonymous online persona.
Yep, just setting up a. But in Stars Outnumbered, you got to use. There's no ghost. You use line shunt. So I'm going to be using kind of a hybrid thing. There's going to be some information you can get just by using ghosts and making, or maybe not even making rolls.
Yeah, I was interpreting that as like it's a different game. Like if you're trying to do like information gathering from like a public perspective, then like the ghosts are pretty much the way to do it.
Yes.
But I mean, if you're going in there and doing the line shunts and getting like into the physical hardware, like there's no fucking point. Because I mean, if you get alerted, it's not like they're gonna file a police report for you. Like they're coming after you with guards.
Yeah, exactly. And yes, exactly. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. If you need for general information gathering, use ghosts, and then like if you need to break into a facility, you'll have to probably go and be there, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, assuming we don't die in an alleyway.
Right. Some of you might die, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Obligatory weekly. Goddamn, I need a haircut. Starting to look like fucking that dude from Kiss over here.
Just gave my kid a butchered ass haircut.
Just shave him.
Sort of.
As long as you didn't use a Bic razor, you're all right.
No, it's not a Bic razor. Oh, god damn it.
Last time I shaved with a razor, I used one of those Mach 3 or whatever. Is that what they're called? Mach 3? The ones with the 3 razor blades on them?
Yeah, you're living in a history, though. You need like the Mach 7 that has like 7 blades now.
Why am I not surprised? And Jack's total lack of surprise. They're like that big.
Right? It just takes off layers of skin.
Yeah. Scoops it right off. Well, I think Worlds Without Numbers for kids is kaput.
They didn't like it, huh? What happened?
Well, it wasn't really that they didn't like it. It was more like they just kind of wanted to do other things. They wanted to go play with their laptops. They wanted to go play with their phones. They wanted to go outside and have Nerf battles. The last thing they wanted to do was play Worlds Without.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that kind of explains it a little bit.
Yeah, they just, Rowan, my nephew, and Jaden, my oldest, they have real issues concentrating. And when, they get bored or distracted, they start singing or spanking or smacking each other or making noises or it's just like, it's just a
Have you tried shaking them?
I'm told that works.
Works really good.
Oh man, so I dropped a bombshell on the kids today, letting them know here in a few months, taking them over to Disney World, and because oldest daughter's graduating, doesn't really get a senior trip or anything, so it's like family, we'll go do this and have a blast. Ended up telling my son started crying. Like, oh shit, because we ended up going to Disneyland. It was a few years, pretty much like almost right after he was born, pretty much, and so he missed out on that one. And it was always on the agenda. It's like, okay, he needs to go and experience Disney before he gets too old and everything and age out of it.
Really ever age out of it if you've never been, though.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'd still be down for going to Disneyland, but I have a feeling I wouldn't enjoy it.
It's still fun as shit.
I went several times when I was a kid, and it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's still fun as shit, even at our age, man. Like,
yeah.
And
I just everything I've seen and read about it is just the crowds are just completely off the chain, and
one thing I found,
the costs are ridiculous, and just
one thing I found out is like September, dude. September was freaking money. So it was like right when they start all their Halloween themed stuff. So like the Haunted Mansion is like all Nightmare Before Christmas style and stuff. And dude, since all the kids are back in school and down there, the lines are like damn near non-existent. Yeah, you got your main lines, like it's gonna be an hour to get through Splash Mountain, the Cars ride, shit like that, like the super popular ones. But everything else, like, you go ride the ride, you immediately get back on the ride, and you're back on the ride within like 5 minutes. And
I was gonna say, I think the last time my wife and I went, we did the same thing. We did it in like September, and we scheduled it not for a weekend, but like Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yep, we did it during the week.
And there was like no fucking lines whatsoever. Like everything we wanted. The longest wait I think we had to do was like 10 minutes.
So now, if that was the case, I would absolutely be down with going. I'm not really convinced we can afford it, but if we could, fuck yeah.
Yeah, this one's going to yeah, so like the main thing is like, yeah, so going to Disney World, pretty much have you know 4 parks at Disney World, gonna be spending each day at their own park and everything, you know, so it's a park a day. And so that's gonna be fucking sprint, especially during the summer and everything. And then spending 2 days at Universal Studios at each of the Universal Studios parks because all my kids are Harry Potter fans, big time. So they have like the 2 Harry Potter areas there, and they're super stoked about that.
Man, you're going into the hotbed of political bullshit storm over there, Derek.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully, you know, everyone trying to get out of there. I'm hoping that makes it, you know, pretty convenient time to go to Disney.
Wrong. Wrong.
Hey, one can fucking hope. Come on.
Yeah, you know, one can.
This motherfucker's gonna be riding Splash Mountain with the Boogaloo Boys.
You should schedule it for. Oh, it's too bad there won't be like any. How close to where they launch the fucking shuttles and rockets and shit is Disneyland? I don't even know where it is.
What is that, on the other side of the Everglades? Like,
is Disney? Which side of Florida is Disneyland?
Disney World's in Orlando.
Which side is that on?
It's
the
like
Gulf side or the Atlantic side?
It's like right in the middle, like smack dab in the middle.
I do not know my Florida geography.
Between both, it's like smack dab in the middle between both.
It's like
so you're not seeing any of those. Yeah, okay.
It's like right at the base of the shaft, but not quite to the tank.
Oh, perfect. Got it. Perfect. I gotta think about that one for a minute.
Look at a map and tell me.
No, I don't have to. I got a big map on my wall right there. Oh yeah, there it is, Orlando. Fucking Florida. Talk about a state I never want to go to.
So yeah, I ended up going down to Disney World, like, you know, back when I was a kid and everything. One thing I remember is like 4 p.m. every day during the summer. It's just like a torrential downpour, like on the clock. It's like, oh, we got 5 minutes before it starts raining. Go find cover. Then sure enough, it's just like, you know, a thunderstorm, fucking downpour. You know, it lasts for like 5 or 10 minutes and then stops, and you're good to go for the rest of the day.
Okay, it's actually mid shaft. I'm kind of thinking of Tallahassee, so I apologize. My geography's off.
Yeah, when you set up near the at the base of the shaft near the tank, that's what I thought it was, Tallahassee. The only reason why I know Tallahassee's up there is because college football.
No one likes Tallahassee.
College football's going in the shitter, man. You might have to give up on that sport. Get another sport.
I'm hoping, you know, once they do, like, you know, start doing the bracket style freaking playoffs, that should be fun. That should be fun to watch.
But it's only going to be Big Ten versus SEC. That's where all the teams are going to be. Like, they're actively trying to kill the Pac-12 right now.
Well, it's because it's going to be turning into like the Big 24.
Yeah, I mean, eventually the Big Ten is going to take all the Pac-12 schools and then they'll split them off into their own division. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it'll be called the Big 12 pack.
The Big 12 pack.
The Big 10 pack or whatever. You know? But it'll still be the Pac-10 school. It's so stupid. It's stupid, I tell you.
Pac-10, Big 13 plus 10. That's
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Whatever the fuck you just said. Yeah.
Yep. I'm just going to start watching the M's and call it good. That's going to be it for me. Fuck professional sports, fuck college sports. M's are professional, but they all suck.
Have you taken a look? Have you taken a look at what? So,
what
is it? Over off of like Mohawk in your area. They have that new baseball club.
I saw
that's
that.
Built
what is
up.
It?
Like,
are they in the same league as the M's?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I was wondering that. I always drive by there and go, oh yeah, I gotta look those guys up when I get home, and then I forget.
Just find out what the hell's going on with that, because I mean that's, if it does a lot of the same stuff, just still fun. But yeah, it's like, hey, brand new ballpark that was built. Like what the hell is this? It was like Drifters or something like that, or
Drifters baseball. They are a summer collegiate wood bat baseball team. Fuck.
a summer collegiate. Okay.
A summer collegiate wood. It's a pretty nice stadium they got.
Yeah. No, what they put together was pretty sweet, but
so
just
is
trying
it
to
just
figure out
like
what they actually doing about it. So
yeah, that's weird. They got all kinds of strange things going on when it comes to sports like that.
oh, the other guy's gonna get here. They gonna get here on time, or you think they're gonna run late?
Yeah, they're always on time.
They're always on time.
They're always late. They're always on time, perfectly late. Every time.
They're never late or early. Right. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Exactly. Exactamundo. Got any grenades on you, Derek?
Why do I need grenades? When I got a badass freaking thermal pistol.
Why do I need grenades? Is that what you just said? Is that what you just asked me?
I have the artifact pistol, man.
That's true.
I don't need shit. That shit like goes through walls and.
Yeah, but grenades are grenades. And besides, don't you remember Serenity? Sure be nice if we had some grenades right about now.
You only have the 2 arms. How much do you think? How much shooting do you plan on? I don't know. I like to keep my options open.
Exactly. That right there was a perfect example of the GM talking one of the players out of bringing something that was going to ruin his scenario. Because if Jane would have brought grenades, he would have killed the Reavers, and that would have been fine. But since he didn't bring them, they had to do a barn swallow. Masterful GMing right there. Called Railroad. They put him on the railroad. I did that very thing to a player of mine back when I was like 18 or 19.
I think that was me.
He didn't need to bring. No, it wasn't you. I convinced him he didn't need to bring his medium machine gun and his combat body armor and 3 sidearms and grenades just to go down to the stuffer shack and get some popcorn. And so he didn't bring any of it, and then he got killed on the sidewalk. I know I've told that story before, but man, it cracks me up. Cracks me up every time. Has for 20, 30 years now.
Well, that sounds like a unit thing right there. That's
exactly what it was. I didn't mean to kill him. It just worked out that way. It just happened to work out that way. I don't do anything. I just roll dice, Can't blame me for anything. I take no responsibility.
Can't blame me for shit.
Well, Derek, it took me 5 years and quitting a job and being out of work for a year in order to finally get Sentinel 1 training.
That's what I heard. You're just pretty much having to run through the training again. Fun stuff. Amazing.
I mean, that's a way to describe it, yeah.
How's everything going so far, though? Digging it?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Good.
It's so the way they've got it worked out. I mean, they have an on-call schedule that I'm not part of yet, but they do what's called a 9-9 or a 9-80 schedule. So you work 5 9s, take 2 days off, then you work 4 9s, and then you take a 3-day weekend, and then rinse repeat.
Oh, okay. Very nice. So that's what we got to pretty much like time for when we go do the game weekend over at the coast, right? Is that what I'm hearing?
Essentially.
Yep. All right.
Oh yeah, now we got it. Now we know our schedule, right?
Although I probably gotta wait till after April, because I got a lot of shit going on in April. I got Huey's wedding and kid's birthday, and
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, well, we're moving.
I'll be at that
moving.
wedding as well. That's.
We're moving house, so I'll be up to and we got a bunch of work to do on the house too. So
Ooh. Did you guys find a new place to rent, or are you guys buying, or
we bought a freaking shithole over in Springfield.
Hey, dude! Congratulations.
No, that's a good thing.
It makes me
Get
so nervous.
get that ductless HVAC set up as soon as possible
Yeah.
before you move in, dude.
Yeah.
That's fucking quality of life right there, man.
I agree. It needs it. What's up, Josh?
What's up? What's up?
Josh, what's going on, buddy?
Not much.
That's cool though, man. I mean, at least, there's pros and cons to it, but I mean, at least you got a house. That's pretty dope.
Excuse me.
We picked like the worst fucking possible time in the history of mankind to fucking buy a house too.
Because a crash is inevitable right now.
Well, yes, there will be a crash, but hopefully that'll work to our benefit. When the interest rates drop, we can refi, right? But the problem is that the property
If the value goes so far in the negative, it's not going to be worth it to even refi.
It won't though.
Yeah.
Like when has property ever done that? It doesn't. It might depress temporarily, but it doesn't.
That's what
always
killed people in 2008 because they kept on getting second mortgage,
Well,
my house is worth 400,000 and the crash happens and all of a sudden that drops down to 160. Oh, we're 300,000 in the negative. Like
Yeah,
what are we
now
gonna
everybody
do?
that had a house or everybody that bought a house back then, they've fucking quadrupled their fucking value, their home. Like maybe, like I know, like all those banks went under, and shit is crazy. You never know what's going to happen, but
I mean, to be fair, it's like one bank, and
yeah,
they were only backing the tech industry. So basically, Derek and I are fucked. Like
I was wondering. I was like, man, I hope Derek's job doesn't use that bank. It's like these guys cater exclusively to startups in the tech industry. I was like, oh no, Derek.
Oh no.
Cyrus. So I'm going to try my best to call you guys by your character name tonight, since we are live and on the air. People may not know who Ainge is, or Josh, or Wash,
Oh, they'll quickly learn.
or Fox, or Nick, or Derek, or Vog, or Z-Dog, or Zeke. Nobody ever says my name, which is probably good. Say my name, say my name.
Man, Nick has quite the backdrop for his fucking stuff there, man.
Looks like he gussied it up a little bit.
I finally finished putting up all the sound panels.
It looks good.
I noticed it last week too, but I was like falling asleep and also kind of drunk last weekend, so
Yeah, and also
I was falling asleep
You
first.
needed that
I was
burrito,
falling
you-
asleep first. I was falling asleep. Burrito came. I ate the burrito. I rallied. I had some alcohol. I smoked some weed. It was the edible, actually. The edible is what gets me. I didn't eat an edible tonight. We're doing good tonight.
That's good. You
The
gotta
edible
learn.
was what made me call Derek or whatever the fuck it was.
Derek. Called him Derek. That was great.
Dayrick.
Derek. Yep. Dude, those other way. When those
What
12
the
milligrams
fuck?
hit, man.
You can watch the replay on Derek's Twitch page. He's got the whole thing up there. I watched
I
it.
probably have to make a Twitch account to do that.
Nah.
No, you should still actually be able to just go on mine and just take a look at it. But
Recap my dumbass.
when I'm not streaming, otherwise I'll just pretty much take you directly to my stream.
It was
right
pretty.
now,
It
so.
was a pretty funny game session. It
was funny,
The wind went out of the sails a little bit at the end, but it was still like I didn't feel like it was I didn't feel like when you killed that poor.
Moral
Moral
dilemmas
dilemma.
is what it was.
Like yeah, I don't feel like that made the game worse.
You mean when he blindly shot down down the hallway?
I heard ambush.
When he savagely murdered poor stained woman, and then took no responsibility for it whatsoever.
I tried to give the kids some money, but I couldn't.
Sorry. Here's $10.
I told you, my advice. I was like, give him a grenade, and you guys all thought I was like being serious. You guys were like, I ain't giving no damn kids no damn grenade, and blah blah. I was just like, Jesus.
Hey,
Here, kid, have a grenade.
in
Your mother's
hindsight,
dead.
I'd give him a pistol.
Huddle around. If everybody puts their ear real close to this thing and you pull the pin, you'll all hear it sounds like the ocean.
If I teach them how to shoot, they'll be fine.
Just keep looking at the flowers. Look
You're
at the
gonna be
flowers.
Oh my
you're gonna
god!
be the son of a bitch that named your son Sue is what you're gonna be, Josh. Gonna find you in a bar. You killed my mom. You named me Sue.
You killed my people.
I'll kill you.
No regrets. Some regrets, but it already happened. What are you gonna do? No regrets.
No regrets.
Live in the moment. That's
Yeah.
just what you do. Yeah.
Dude, all I'm saying is, if that was a bad guy, we're all singing a different tune this week. That's all I'm saying.
What if it was a good guy?
We don't know that.
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine.
For all we know, this lady might have like mutant strength and trying to like using that mutant strength to go after Josh's seed. We don't know that. We don't know what happened.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know what could have happened there. I limited any possibility of anything bad happening.
Nick, did you get that last message I sent you earlier this evening?
I did, but I feel like I'm stuck now on like if she had mutant strength, she was going after Josh's seed. Like I've got Chappelle bumping through my head, going like, "Break your dick off like a piece of celery."
Reminds me of the chicken. Was it Beer Fest where she's fucking that one guy? She's like, "I'm gonna break your dick off." Yeah, pretty funny. Huh?
I like mustard on my hot dog.
I haven't decided how I'm going to use all this information you sent me yet.
Now I gotta see what I sent you. Now that you said that, what did I tell him?
It was after. Okay, so it was after a bottle of wine. Got it. That's.
Yeah, I'm using the E equals MC hammered theorem tonight.
Drinking a whole bottle of wine?
I can drink a bottle of wine usually.
I mean, I can drink a bottle of wine too. I just don't do it during the day very often.
No, no, not day drinking.
That's what I asked. It's a day drinking bottle of wine.
No. Wine during the day that's for people that hate themselves.
Yeah, I haven't had a whole bottle of wine in
how
a
that
while.
works, right? Like, you could have a beer in the middle of the day. You can have like a margarita in the middle of the day. But the second you put a wine glass down in the middle of the day, you're like, "Oh, you degenerate fuck."
The problem is I don't. I can't really just do like a glass of wine. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Never
Wine's
stops
one
at
of
a
those-
glass.
No, wine. When I open a bottle of wine, it's probably going to be gone, and I'm probably not going to use a glass. I'm just going to drink out of the bottle, honestly. Like,
Well, if I open a bottle of wine, probably not going to want to drink wine for the next couple of days. So I usually just go, I better drink it all now before it turns sour.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
Shit.
totally my reasoning too. I do.
That outside the dome thing, forget about that. I canceled that, Nick. I didn't tell you, but forget about that. Was an idea I was thinking about, but I canceled it. That would have been fun, but no. I don't think that's really appropriate.
That's fair.
Is that a stand-up bass in your background there, Nick?
What's up?
That to your left, is that a stand-up bass that I see there?
It's a 3/4 double upright, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
That's what I did you a moment
And
ago.
then this one's a 6-string fretless, 4-string electric, 4-string electric, regular 6-string electric guitar, acoustic guitar.
Acoustic guitar, yeah.
That one's my dad's weird Goya Italian electric guitar, and then that's my brother's 4-string bass that they just decided they didn't want anymore. And then
Just adopted.
should I think about how to point?
Yeah, you nailed it.
The
Saxophone.
saxophone is my uncle's from when he passed, and then I don't actually know what the fuck that one is. And then there's a trombone over there.
Dude, you're ready. You're ready to cover morphine, dude. All the
Those
instruments
came
you
from
need.
Needs a trumpet.
my mom's dad.
What is that?
What is
That's
that?
no, that's a what up top,
Morphine
right above the
didn't have a
saxophone.
trumpet, did
That's a baritone, dude.
I say it looks like a bear. It looks, it looks like something.
All
I don't
right.
know.
I don't know. I also have a violin somewhere in here, but I don't really remember where it is.
It's not Walworthy.
I really wanted to learn how to play it, and I still do. But the problem being is, like, I'm so bad. It's the one instrument that I'm so bad at that my wife is like, you cannot play that.
I just want to learn how to play it enough to play the Last of the Mohicans theme. Like once I know learn how to play that, you never need to play anything else. Like
I can appreciate that.
No, I noticed some last week or 2 weeks ago. I noticed your instruments, but
did you check out?
I was joining kind of
I
late.
also-
Everybody was waiting on me.
I also have a regular drum kit, full piece
What?
drums or 5-piece drums kit, and a electric drum kit. And I'm
Maybe
trying to
forward.
get rid of the real drum kit. So if you guys know anybody who actually wants like a full drum kit for free, like
If I had
I'll
room
try
for
that
it,
shit
maybe.
out.
If I had room and I was good enough to do it.
My kids don't need no damn drums.
It's the key to music, right? You don't have to be good enough. You just have to be drunk enough.
That is. That is the key. You got that part right.
Like all my roommates would disagree.
You guys all came from the Pacific Northwest, so you don't have to be drunk enough. You just have to be high on heroin.
High on heroin. Low on heroin, yeah.
Touche.
Man, about some obsidian stout from
Deschutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't had the shit in ages. Pretty good.
And it still sucks.
Oh, it's not that bad. Come on, it's a little,
Shoots isn't that bad.
it's a little bitter. It's a little.
It's not my first choice.
I'll be right back.
Or my
guys.
second.
Yeah, but it's better than Nikasi.
It's better than
You-
Nikasi.
You got a point there.
It's better than Nikasi. It's probably better than Terror Barrel most of the time, honestly.
Hop Valley is also one for me where I'm like,
I like.
Well, it's really like worn out the welcome, where it's just like kind of like this was cool like when it first came out and everything, I guess, and
But those are like the Oregon Major 3, right? Deschutes, Hop Valley, and Nikasi.
oh, you got Rogue as well. Rogue's one of the mainstays.
I don't really
that's
like much
true.
rogue beer either, to be honest. I don't know.
There's a couple Rogues that I like.
There's a couple, but compared to like what I don't know, like yeah, I don't know.
Hazel-
Honestly, the
was
one
it-
I like the most is the Elysian. I like most of Elysian stuff. That's Washington
Yeah.
based though, I think.
No, they're pretty good though.
Sun River's where it's at now for me.
Sun River. Sun River's all right.
dude, I love their hef, man. It's like
Well, their hef's good.
it's the
But I
best.
need more
It's
than
the
just-
best.
I need
It's
more
the
than-
best. It's the best hef in the world. I don't know.
I need more than just a hef though, man. You know.
Well, you got
I don't know,
Coco
I
Cow there as well, dude. That's
There were a lot of really good breweries out in Bend.
yep.
Ben's got some good breweries out there for sure. There's breweries
Spider
everywhere,
City
man.
was fucking amazing.
Dude, honestly, you know who they're you can't find them in stores because they don't make a lot of stuff in stores. But I live right down, or I work right down the street from Oakshire, and they've got a lot of good beer.
Oakshire's
Oakshire's
good.
pretty good, yeah.
Like I can always find a good beer when I go there. But like I said, I can't just go buy a 6-pack very often. You have to like go there, and they're 4-packs, and they're expensive, and But they got good stuff. Dude, their
Oh,
Hellshire
man.
stuff is always so good.
I was excited the week before last where I finally got my first taste of summer solstice for the season. Freaking Public House over in Springfield had a keg of summer solstice tap, so I'm like, oh shit!
Nice, yeah.
That-
Dude,
that is
I love
that
that
one.
place.
Summer solstice is one of the best beers in the world, or it's like usually advertised as like what is it, Cerveza Crema by Anderson.
Yeah,
Valley.
yeah.
Cream
Yeah.
beer.
Oh god, it's so good. Oh, best beer in the world.
Yeah, that's kind of why about this. That's why about the stout. I was like, it's stout season's about ending.
Yeah, because
It's sunny. I wore shorts the other day. I was like, what the hell's going on?
I still think my all-time favorite beer is fucking Boddington's.
Boddington's? I don't know that one.
I don't know that one either.
It's an Irish cream ale.
I do like cream ale. I'm not gonna lie.
It is like the exact opposite of a Guinness.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Rogue Brewery
Wait,
used
you
to make a
that shit
cream
on
ale.
Nitro. Oh my god, it's
Yeah.
so good.
Well, Nitro makes everything better.
Yeah,
Dude, I wish
cream ales
I wish I
is
felt
made
that
for
way,
nitro.
man.
That's
I don't. I am not a big Nitro fan, man. I don't know. Like it's smoother. It's smoother, but it tastes flat. I don't know.
I know what you mean. But,
Like I've had a lot of stuff on Nitro because everyone was like, "Oh, dude, Nitro's the fucking way," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's cool." I don't know.
I think it depends on the beer for me because I've even had stouts that didn't taste great on Nitro.
And that's usually what it is. It's usually stouts or, like you said, like some sort of cream ale of some sort. And they're good. Like they're smooth. They're really smooth. I can't knock them for that. But they also are just missing that, like, I don't know.
a little bit, just that minor bite that you're looking for on the
Yeah,
back
I
of your
like the
throat.
minor bite. Right. Yeah. Yep. Right in the back of the throat. It's kind of about whiskey too. Honestly, like with whiskeys, I want a little bit of burn when I drink whiskey. Like just a little bit.
I don't want the burn when I drink whiskey.
Oh, just a tiny bit of bite. Makers has a
that
tiny
little
bit of bite.
Makers, in my opinion, is fairly smooth and everything. But
It is smooth, but it's got that little bit. It's got that little tiny bit of bite.
I
That's
agree.
what I'm saying.
The thing that takes that bite away is when the bourbons or the whiskeys are too sweet. That removes the bite, and that's why I don't like sweet whiskeys, because it's like that little bite disappears. When you don't get that little bite, it means your liquor's too sweet, and that means you're going to have the worst hangover you've ever had. I say.
See, I can't deal much like with a big bite anymore, just because of
It's gotta be mellow.
it quickly turns into heartburn for me. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want it to
That's,
hurt.
you
I
know-
just want that little bit of bite on the whiskey. It's
That's
just
what
like-
happened to me with tequila. I used to love tequila, like just as much as my dad and everybody else. And now it's
Oh,
like
man.
I sniff it and I get instant heartburn, and I'm just like, tequila. It just nausea. Like I don't even know. I never even got I never got sick on it or anything. Just one day my stomach turned against it and said, "You're not drinking that ever again."
I think the only alcohol I've ever been sick on was that fucking raspberry vodka I took to your game at that one time. And we drank a whole fucking bottle.
God damn. Well, I helped you.
No, I said we drank
yeah,
the whole
yeah.
bottle.
Yes,
but
we
I also
did.
had I think I had two of our pre-made cocktails that had expired, so I drank those, and then we drank a whole thing of raspberry vodka. I drank a lot. I didn't have to drive, so I was like, "Oh, this is sweet." That was like the night though. That was one of the nights.
Yeah. Well, let's move on from there.
Yeah. Sorry.
oh, everyone's here.
Oh, Ange is here. Ange is
Yep.
here.
Aram has arrived.
He's been stealthy, munching on his food.
Welcome.
Oh, because he always is. Aram, Cyrus, Olive, Vogamus, and GM are present.
I have some cheese if you like.
So last time we left off with you guys emerging from the coreways, filthy and stinking, and only to immediately get set upon by this woman and her team of people. And as you can see, there's a man with the long gun on the second story of that little structure right there. There's a couple fellows to the north over here, crouching down behind cover. And directly in front of you is the woman who is speaking. Her and her two guys, and she got two guys flanking her on either side. One guy is crouched down behind this little, whatever the hell this thing is. It's like a dumpster or something. And this guy over here is kind of he was leaning up against this shantytown structure, and then when you guys came out, he unslung his gun and stepped forward, and now he's just standing there clutching his gun, ready for action. Then you guys had your little words, Erasmus. Before we get right into this, though, let's make sure Angel is ready to go, because he might not be, and we don't want to leave him behind. You done eating, Angel?
He just dropped. You're gonna have to repeat that whole thing.
Yep, you're right about that.
I'm definitely not done eating. Go ahead.
So, Ange, long story short, you need to be ready to save our fucking asses.
He always does.
Be ready to teleport all of us out.
He heals and teleports. That's pretty much what he does. Pretty much gets you guys out of the fryer every time. His burn and deportation can only carry 3 people, though, so that means poor Erasmus has to stay behind.
Were we supposed to save him? I can't remember.
No, he was paying you to get him to safety. and these guys are ambushing you. You guys are almost to the Nightingale, and these guys seem to know where you guys were going to come out of the coreways, and so they're waiting for Rasmus and you. I told you guys you could leave. So you guys can get the fuck out of here if you want. Just leave us Rasmus, and you guys were like, okay.
What about if we lure him down back to the doorway so we
they
jump
already
back down to where we were?
You remember they already talked and argued, and Rasmus was like, hey, fuck you, I ain't killing kids. And the woman, the psycho, was like, who gives a fuck? You killed one of our own. You're going to die. And then Rasmus said something else, and then she was like, you know what? Fuck it. It's time. And then they all pulled their weapons up, and it was about time to roll initiative when we ended. There is time for one final last exclamation if somebody wants to try to stop it. It might not work.
Yeah, I think I'll
if you guys just want to go full
start
throat.
waving my hands in the background and just screaming, whoa, 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 whoa.
Fuck you, Tony.
Okay, well,
I don't think the person that was murdered. I don't think. God damn it! What was her name?
Tamara.
Tamara wasn't really on either of your sides.
Well, the woman with the submachine gun who wants to kill Rasmus, she goes, "Who the fuck is that? Step out where I can see you."
No, I'm good. But I can prove that she wasn't really, how you say, invested in your interests.
Proof?
Basically, she's a backstabbing bitch.
She goes, "Well, Rasmus is too, as far as I'm concerned."
Or he was the one cleaning up the trash that was potentially going to cause you trouble.
Rasmus looks at you, he looks at her, and he, even though he's not the smartest chap in the world, he knows enough to keep his mouth shut right now. So he's clamming up, and he says, and only in a tone of voice that only you guys can hear him because you guys are close. He says, "You get me to the Nightingale." He says, "You get the information on the SFF, and I give you 30K. We get through these guys."
40.
He says, all I got is 30K. He says, "That's it. I got it. What's in my deposit box with Miss Cecilia is what you get."
Okay.
It's got the disc in it, the data disc, and all the money I've got.
Poke my finger in his chest and go, fine, but I owe you after, or I own you after this.
But I owe you after this. He's like, good.
I'm trying to. This is before we get our cyberware installed, correct?
Yeah, we
Yes.
don't have our cyberware.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just double checking.
Yeah.
I don't have a hand. I don't have a gun coming out of my arm yet.
So I'll keep
So
my
she-
hands raised.
Okay, I was gonna say she
And
seems to be
slowly-
open to hearing some or seeing evidence.
Slowly start walking and basically say, one representative meet me in neutral territory, and I will try to prove this.
She goes, "Farco, get over there. Go see what he's got."
Quad.
Farco comes up, points his gun. He says, with one hand, extends his hand with the other, and says, "What do you got?"
So I'll pull out the cracked PDA.
Slowly.
Well, yeah, I mean, reasonably slowly. Start flipping through it to show him. I don't want to disclose it yet, but some of the information that you were.
Okay, he looks at it, and you show him the owner and some of the things that are on there, and he looks at it, and he looks at you, and he looks down at it again, looks back at his boss, and he goes to try to snatch it out of your hand. Are you going to let him, or are you going to try to...
No,
No?
absolutely not.
Okay, yeah, you just jerk it back. He's not, like, lunging for it, you know what I mean? He's just like...
Yeah,
And
I'll
you-
jerk
so-
it back and then I'll point at him and go like that's not acceptable.
So he's like, he nods, and he goes, "Boss, you might want to come and see this." And she goes, "Everybody hold your positions." Says, "If they make any moves, dice them."
And then I'll point at him and go, "You get the fuck out of here now."
She goes, "Back up." He does. A little bit. And she comes up to right about there. Holds it. She says, "What do you got, little man?"
I'll
Like
show
Tina
her
Turner
this
stuff.
thing.
Hang on a minute. Hang on. I'm sorry to interrupt. Hang on 1 second.
Beer fetching break.
No, like we're talking a minute, 30 seconds.
Sounds like the perfect time to blink behind the leader chick and stab her in the back.
Do it. I got guns ready, but I'll start blasting.
Only had my.
All right, I'm sorry for that. Go ahead, Nick. What were you saying?
I'll just carefully and very cautiously show her again, or show her what I showed him.
So she sees a lot of the entries on there, and she goes, "Where did you get this?"
From the dearly departed.
She looks at it, and she's like, It's like, she's unsure. And so you're going to have to make a roll, I think. Because you got to convince her. How are you going to do that? Convince her somehow. You have a charisma?
I mean, I do have charisma.
Yeah, he does.
I guess.
Yeah, you're going to have to try to convince her because
talk,
she...
right?
In this case, probably either one. Yeah, I would allow either one.
They're both +0 for me. I was just looking for the appropriate.
Are they -1 or +0?
They're both +0.
Okay.
What stat do you want with those?
Charisma. And it's an opposed roll. I'm going to roll on my desk right here.
Ooh.
She remains unconvinced, but she doesn't order anybody to shoot you. She's like, She goes, how can I trust you? I don't know who you are. Like, you could have faked this information.
But how?
That's true. But, and then I want to try something, and I'll see. I want to use my program skill to go through the intricate details of the data on the PDA and actually show her like computer science that proves that the data is not tampered with.
All right, you start. Go ahead. Make that roll. Okay, you start into that, and you're laying on the jargon, and you're showing her. You go over here, you go over that. Here's an ID for this. Here's a hash mark. You cross reference again, and her eyes glaze up in her head, just like you probably wanted them to. And she's like, okay, all right, fine. And then Rasmus says from the back of the group, he says, it's true. He says, we were just there just to freaking, gather information and make a hit on their production facilities, but she snuck in these sabotaged fucking implants. And look at the ledger. Look at where they were. She's got the receipt on the PDA that you've got in your hand. He says, look at where they were slated to be delivered to. And you show her that information, and she goes, holy crap. And she goes, you know what? What do I care if a bunch of fucking corpo kitty brats get killed if they get some stain? Nothing less than they deserve.
I'll go look. I didn't actually get your name, but what's your name?
She goes, you can call me Hayes.
I'll go, look, Hayes, we don't really give a shit either. All we want to do is maybe not die in an alleyway. So if we're all good, then maybe we all just keep our mouths shut and keep moving on.
I can't tell what Josh or Ainge are thinking, those stony-faced bastards. Look at them. Okay, so in my mind, I'm trying to weigh what their interests are versus what you're offering, and whether it even is going to make a difference. Like,
Does they want to kill somebody so bad?
well, they, the longer they stand here, and the longer they look at you guys, the more it dawns on them that you guys aren't, you guys are off-worlders maybe, and you don't look, you look dangerous, and they look dangerous. So she's sitting here trying to weigh in her mind whether killing Rasmus, even though, for revenge, even though he was in the right, and maybe getting some of her team killed, Finally, she goes, frack. Fine. She goes, Rasmus, if I ever see you again, you're dead meat.
No, he was just exonerated. Hmm. All right.
You did it, Nick.
Walk back to the group and turn around and go, holy shit, that worked.
Holy shit, it worked.
Holy shit.
Rasmus
Guys.
goes, I don't think it's the last time I'm going to hear from her.
Just have a disappointed look on my face. I was ready to start blasting.
Yeah, that was going to be an epic gun battle.
I guess you got to go back down the tunnels and kill those kids, huh?
I gotta go kill the kids. Yep.
Don't worry, I'll be right back.
Well, after that, it's you know, do you guys want to like talk about that, or are you just like let's get going kind of a thing?
Well, let's first get back to like, you know, somewhere that's
Well, the Nightingale's right over there.
Slight bit of safety.
Yeah, that would be the
and
Nightingale.
privacy.
So you guys get out of the alley. You know, you give them a little bit of a head start, and you know, you kind of creep down to the end of the alley, making sure they're not waiting. Well, you know, they're not. And 5 minutes later, you guys are in the Nightingale, and the Nightingale is a whorehouse. It is not a nice whorehouse like the other one you guys went to. But it's not particularly gross either. It's kind of like it just looks very standard, like nothing too flashy. Like, you know, you'd walk by and you go, oh, there's a whorehouse. But then, you know, it would just be like, you know, a pot shop in Springfield or Eugene. You know what I mean? Oh, there's a pot shop. You know, you walk a block. Oh, there's a pot shop. You walk another block. There's a pot shop.
So many whores.
Yeah. So you walk in, and the building is, it takes up a few floors on a HAB block district. Maybe not district, but HAB block, right? Like the building, the HAB block itself is probably 10 stories-ish tall, and the brothel occupies the bottom floors, and the upper floors, who knows. But you go in, and as you pull up to the door, the guards there, they see Rasmus, and they're like, Rasmus, like, you just left. He's like, well, I'm back, asshole. He goes, where's Miss Cecilia? And the guy looks him up and down. He looks at you guys, and he goes, wait right here. And he gets on his little comlink radio thing, and like it's like in his wrist, right? He's like, starts doing like that, and puts his finger to his ear. How they do when he gets he says, all right, go on in. He says, gonna have to leave your weapons out here, though, Omae. I don't know how to pronounce that. I probably will never say that again.
Japanese?
Yeah, they say in
Drop
Shadowrun.
that word from the slang.
What's that, Nick?
I'm gonna drop that word from the slang.
Oh my, yeah, exactly. That one's cut. I can't say it. It's cut.
No sweat, chummer.
Yeah, they're just like hand over the weapons. So you'll get them back. Don't worry. We do this all the time. And Nick, you know for a fact that Nightingales has an impeccable reputation. You know what I mean? Like their whole business relies on their sterling reputation. So nobody gets robbed, nobody gets killed. It's safe, right?
I just thought they were a whorehouse.
Yeah, that's what you thought. Looks can be deceiving.
I'll just cough up my weapons and
Dude, I am not. I'm gonna stand outside and not cuff up my
You can do
weapons.
that's fine. And then they take one look at you and they're like, "Oh, this big fucker! You're just gonna have to wait out here, chummer." Derek,
it's fine. They'll get
Don't you dare give me that sweet-ass pistol.
so you're gonna let
I'll wait outside.
Actually, I'll carry all of you. I will hold all of your weapons outside with me.
Okay, no, actually, yeah, I'll secretly give Josh my pistol so I can be able to, you know.
roll sneak.
Do you really need to sneak?
Do I need to sneak if he's going to be waiting? Like
No, he said he wanted to secretly do it though. So if you're trying to
I'll
secretly, do
I'll try it. We'll see here. Let's
all right,
Sneaking just for fun, really.
roll it. Yeah, exactly. I want to see the roll. I want to see if Derek gets busted.
Dexterity, right?
Yeah.
No, you got this, dude. Oh, look at that roll.
Dude.
No one saw shit. That's
So Derek, he does this whole rigmarole, right, where he goes, I ain't going in there, and he starts to take a step, and he pretends to slip and fall, and he falls down and rolls over, does a cartwheel, and comes up perfectly fine. And somehow, in the meantime, he managed to slip the gun to Josh, and it was quite a.
So everyone was watching me while I slipped.
That's how good of a roll. That's how good of a roll it was. You did a Poirot. You saw Nick doing Poirettes the night before, so you didn't want to be. You couldn't be stood up like that. That was a challenge your manhead wouldn't take.
Give him a nice slow clap.
Yeah, everybody holds up their signs. 7, 8, 9. Josh, you're gonna open this gun. So you guys are gonna let your two most highly skilled, valuable members go into this place while you guys stand outside with all the guns.
Just me. I'm the only one standing outside.
Yeah, so that way I can be able to go in
with no gun.
But if I hear anything, any commotion, we're rolling in. And I got like 20 guns on me.
Yeah.
So
I'll be right back really quick. I gotta tuck my son in.
Hopefully not a literal roll, or those guns might just go off.
Yeah, we've seen that video that Derek posts where the guy's just shooting every. That's me, man. That's me. But if shit hits the fan, that is how I'll be. Oh, sorry, dude. Sorry.
Dude,
I usually see those messages at work, so they're in passing.
Hopefully, you at least get a chuckle out of them.
I do get a chuckle, but I'm just saying, I'm trying to look at these memes, and someone's like, "Give me an old fashioned," I just have to close it real quick.
Not that kind of old fashioned.
Not that kind of old fashioned. Also, I just noticed the 7-Eleven sign over here.
Nick, I can't believe you just diffused that whole excellent gun battle we were just about to have. You son of a bitch.
Yes, now I'm just killing moms.
Yeah.
Unlike Josh, I've learned some things from playing Curse of Strahd.
Yeah, exactly. Not every battle is needed.
Oh, I learned. I just like the chaos.
That's fair. I'm gonna get a beer while we wait, though.
Josh, I think more than anybody here, you're gonna like Shadowrun. Like to me, it feels like it's just gonna be right up your alley. There's so many shenanigans. Like you can double cross over anybody you want in that game because you can bet your sweet ass they're gonna double cross you. Like there's no fair play. You're always getting screwed. Every job you take, you're gonna get betrayed, pretty much. And so the opportunities for counter shenanigans, abundant opportunities. Target rich environment. Was that an A&W, Derek?
No, this is still drinking the peach mojito shit.
Peach mojito.
Oh, it's tasty. It's tasty.
Oh yeah,
it's a tasty cider. At 10.5%, it's doing the job.
Yeah, it's crazy they make ciders that fucking high now.
Huh? What hideout?
It's crazy they make the ciders that high in alcohol content.
Yeah, I know.
There's like Shilling. Shilling has like an Imperial Mango. It's like 11 point something %. It's like, good God, man.
We're getting fucking tore up tonight.
Yeah, I drink 3 of them. They go down like juice. You just get fucking toasted. It's like fucking hey. It sounds great until you wake up with a headache the next day because you drink a bunch of fucking sugar at 11%.
Keep telling you guys. Alcohol becomes sugar. You make alcohol that's like made from sugar, has sugar added to it. It's even worse.
I remember this one time when I got my kegger. When I first got the kegerator that I used to have, I got a half barrel of Moylan's Kilt Lifter because I thought it was a Scottish ale when really it was a Scotch ale. And I had this one.
What's the difference? Please enlighten us. Tell us the difference.
It'll fuck you up a lot more. But I used to get this 1 liter glass, and like every period for a Sharks game, like I'd fill the fucking thing up and I'd drink it. That way I didn't have to get up during the period. And like after the second period, I stood up and almost fell back down into the chair. It was like, oh shit, I'm fucking done.
I fucked up.
A Sharks game? Like hockey? Hockey Sharks?
Like the only sport.
The only sport. All right.
I'm sorry, all the other ones are for a bunch of little bitches. Can you punch people in the face in football?
I mean, they try. They just punch helmets because they're a bunch of idiots instead.
And one thing that doesn't happen, one thing football's got going for it is when the dudes take their helmets off and start hitting each other with the helmets.
That's pretty hardcore. That is.
I like it when they do that. And then I act outraged like everyone else. Oh, I can't believe he did that.
Oh, that's absurd.
I can't believe he did
no
this.
class. No class.
We're here watching the most violent game ever created. short of Roman gladiators, and where the guys get mad and they hit somebody with their helmet, and we're just like, oh.
No, I thought that was pretty sweet. I mean, it wasn't sweet to do, but like it was
Meanwhile, when they
entertaining.
do it in hockey, everybody just gets up and slow claps. Like, it was pretty good execution. Yeah.
That was a good fight. Good fight.
That was more like LeBlanc punching out what's his name from the
Boise State.
Boise
Yep.
State.
You know,
He-
Manning.
Oh,
did
like
deck
like
that guy.
like LeGarrette Blount. Yeah.
Yeah,
When he
he
did
Just
that,
the
I mean,
just the
that
single
guy.
this dude just dropping in the single
That's
punch.
we all knew it. Like we watched that, and
Ooh.
we were all just like, "Oh no!" But there was, we're not. You know, I'm not gonna lie. There was a part of me that was like, "God damn!" Like that motherfucker should not have fucked with LeGarrette Blount like that.
What fucking One Punch Man over there? Just
Yeah.
Like, don't put your hands on.
Fucking
That's
down.
a big, that's
Hands
a
on people.
big dude, though, man. Like that's yeah.
Well, and you know, the story is that the fans were, you know, being racist assholes through the whole game.
Yep.
You know, and LeGarrette Blount is not exactly known for his self-control. You know, he's the last guy who's going to sit by and let a bunch of fucking hicks from
Hurling
fucking
those
Boise
nerds.
call him nigger and shit. You know, like that's not going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
There it is, boys.
Why is it Peyton Manning?
Why not?
Because why not?
Because why not?
Dude, he did just
Take that.
drop him too, man.
Oh man,
Hey,
I
what a
give
punch.
kudos to that guy for getting right back up. Honestly, it looked like he busted his jaw and his neck. Anyways, so you guys made it to the Nightingale without the gun battle that I thought was going to occupy the first hour of our night.
All right, now we decide what we're bringing to the
No,
night.
no,
Now
no,
we got to spend an hour trying to decide what
Did
guns
anybody
you're gonna-
bring any rope?
I did not bring
You and
any
your
rope.
fucking rope. You and your fucking rope. All right. So you're at the Nightingale, and the dude says, you guys can go ahead and go on up to see Miss Cecilia, but you got to leave your guns. And he says, don't worry, you'll get them back. Like, everybody who's ever come in here with giving us a gun has gotten it back. And that's not good enough for Josh. He says, I ain't doing it. I ain't from this fucked up planet. I'm keeping my guns. I'm staying outside. So you guys all hand your guns over to him. And it's like that scene in... oh, what's that movie where they're just like they're taking their guns off and it takes them like 10 minutes to unstrap all their guns and take out all their knives and shit and hand them over. Anyways, it's like that. And afterwards, those of you who are left unarmed may enter with the man. And who is that? Everyone but Josh?
Everyone but Josh.
All right, so he leads you back into the whorehouse, and it's, you know, it's pretty grody. There's like a little front room there, and it's got a bunch of like fucking disgusting draperies and little those little foldable walls that come out, you know, like you can semi-see through them, and little lounges and fake plants everywhere and all kinds of shit. And they lead you through here, and you end up in an office. You actually go through a door and down a staircase and through a couple other hallways, and you end up in an office. And there behind the desk, it's a big black, like looks like it's made out of some polished black stone. Like it's an amazing desk, and it's incredibly out of place in this location. But you can tell it's an immense show of wealth, right? And she's sitting behind it, Miss Cecilia, and she is Spanish looking. She's got dark brown skin, black wavy or curly hair. She's got red roses and in her hair, and she's playing up the whole ethnicity thing, you know. She's got a bright red dress on. She looks like she's elderly. She's not young. So think Selma Hayek, although probably not as pretty as Selma Hayek. And as you come in, she stands and she says, Erasmus, you have returned so soon. He goes, yep. He goes, I'm here for one thing and one thing only. He says, the contents of the box I left you. She goes, these are your compatriots? Your mission was a success, I take it. He says, as successful as ever. He says, listen, just give him the box. And can I go? Is it okay if I go to my... Actually, he says, come here. And he has to have a little private proceeding with her. And she says, you may, yes. And so he disappears. He says, thanks, guys. Hopefully we never see each other again. And he's out the side door. He's gone. And she goes, you may come with me. I don't have a Mexican accent. I apologize. Can't even fake one right now. I could make her Scottish if you guys want.
Just make her a female Cheto, man. Come on.
See? No.
does not sound like Cheto.
No,
That
see,
does not.
how do I do it? So
That is not Cheto at all. Like
she takes you out as a little side door out of her office, and it leads into what looks like a really big like walk-in closet. And at the back of the closet is she like pulls the hangers aside, and there's like a door there, like a vault door, right? And she stands in front of the keypad, and so you guys can't see what she's doing. And beep 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 beep, and the door opens, and she twists the circular handle, and the thing with a rush of air, the thing opens, and you guys are. She goes, "Wait right here," and she goes in, and she doesn't have any guards or anything with her. Oh, and by the way, she is almost to outward appearances, she looks like she might almost be a robot. Like her most of her skin is metal, and a lot of it is chrome colored, but some of it is skin colored. She's got cyber eyes. She's got flashing, blinking lights on her head from her data jacks and all her other implants. She's got metal arms and metal legs, but she retains that elderly Hispanic woman. Vibe thing she's got going, even though she is augmented to all hell. So she doesn't have any guards, and she's full of cyberware. And after a moment, unless you guys want to talk or do anything, or say anything or ask anything, while she's rummaging around in there,
I'll nudge Vog and lean over and go, she's newer than she looks.
She goes, "I heard that," and she comes out with the box, and she says, "Here is Rasmus's box. Says you are free to take the contents," and she turns it around and she opens it like that, and inside there is a credit. There are several credit chips or credit. I don't know what the hell they're called on this planet. We'll call them cred sticks. How about that? There are several cred sticks, and there's a data chip also. Because Rasmus entrusted this to me as collateral and down payment on several things he needs from me, but as he will no longer be needing it, he said I'm to release the contents to you, so here they are.
I'll take all of it.
She goes, "Pleasure doing business with you." And she produces out of nowhere like a little card and hands it to you, Nick. And she says, "You people seem interesting. If you're ever,"
people.
she says, "You foreigners. You are foreigners. You are off planets. You're from off planet, right? See? Claro? Okay? No? Whatever?"
I thought you were going German there first.
I don't know. I was going all over.
I'll glare back at them and go, I mean, they are.
So how nice of you to teach them the ways of our beautiful Warren.
What we're really in the mood for is a Chinese girl with green eyes.
Chinese girls do not have green eyes.
But this one does.
She says, "You look interesting."
That's how I like them.
She says, "If you ever need anything on this when you're here in this city again," she says, "you look up Miss Cecilia." She says, I can sell any number of goods." He says, "and it's good to know off-worlders. They tend to bring opportunity, shall we say." So now, if you wish to partake of the girls, go downstairs and have fun. Otherwise, I must ask you to leave my closet, gentlemen.
Alright. Do you want to get out of the closet? You want to come out of the closet?
Out of the closet. Come out of the closet.
All right.
Vaughn.
I'm leaving. I'm done.
All right, Derek walks off.
We are out. And we're
I'll shrug it.
I go back to Cyrus, like pretty much just wave out my hand. Come on, give me back my gun. That's...
All right, so are you guys leaving? You guys just heading right out? You're gonna knock on a lollygag?
Wait, where did Remus go?
He just disappeared off into who knows where.
He gone.
He left. He talked to her privately for a minute, and she said, "Yes, you may," and he said, "Thank you," and he disappeared out of a side hatch. Who knows?
Okay. Can I retcon that and say before she leaves, I want to have a private conversation, or I want to ask her about the Hazel or whatever her name was.
Tamara?
No, not tomorrow. The one that I was brokering, the SFF.
Oh, Hayes. Yes, Hayes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I got distracted. My phone is buzzing over there. What did say that again?
Kelsey's dialing 911.
I want to try to get some information out of the old lady as to
Okay.
who Hayes is.
Who Hayes? Okay, what are you gonna say to her?
Help.
So I'll be like flicking the chip, like the credit chips in my hand as I go. What can you tell me about Hayes?
She looks up at you briefly, and then she's like, "My phone is ringing again. Hey, I better check it. Hang on a minute, guys. I'm sorry. This
All
is
good.
whack.
This is the whole point of not having a phone. Nobody can call.
That punch is pretty beautiful, though.
Oh, dude, that was classic when that happened. That was
The shit-eating grin on his face before he collapses is just priceless.
All right, that wasn't my phone. It was somebody else's phone, and Kelsey was trying to find the phone. All right, so where were we? You were trying to get some information about Hayes, right? What were you going to say to her?
Say, how would one go about getting details about an individual?
So it depends on the individual.
Someone who goes by the name of Hayes.
Oh, that's right. You already did name drop her. She looks at you momentarily, like the name registers for just an instant, and then she goes back to her calm, Madame demeanor, and she's like, Hayes. And she looks at you, and she looks at your companions, and she says, "This one time, I will tell you, free of charge." She says, "I wouldn't worry about Hayes. She's an SFF radical. She's also." And this, not very many people know. She is a corporate psyker, and she's very dangerous. And most people who know her name never speak it again, if they can speak at all. Whatever. She says basically Hayes is a corporate psycher, and she's also an SFF agent. And you shouldn't cross her because she's powerful and deadly and dangerous.
How much would it cost for her name?
How much would it cost for her name? What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm looking for contingencies. She let us pass based on some information that I shared with her, but I don't necessarily trust her to uphold her end of the deal.
Stop. No.
She's like, okay. She says, if you're asking me how trustworthy she is, or if you've made a deal with her, I couldn't say. I've never done business with her.
Not asking that. I'm just looking for her name as a contingency.
Oh, her real name, who she really is. Oh, okay, I see. She's like, that. Well, that is information that I cannot divulge. I could probably find out, but I'm not sure you have enough money to pay the cost because she is well connected.
To corporations.
Yes, yes. She's a corporate psyker. Corporate psychers are filthy rich. They're powerful, and they have basically complete diplomatic immunity to do whatever the fuck they want when they're carrying out their missions, or even when they're not, even when they're just out doing whatever.
Sounds cool.
Yeah,
fair enough.
And she said that group that was waiting for you out there. She says those are some SFF operatives that operate with her. I only see them in these. I only see them around here every now and then. And she says, but I'm sorry, your free information time is expired.
Yes,
Says, now, if you excuse me, I must go stand over here. And she takes her leave and goes stands over there. And you guys take the hint and realize it's time to leave. Her two guards come in and they're like, come on, dudes, time to move it out.
Yeah, I'll leave.
Olive.
Ah,
Oh,
Nice one, Dad.
So what? You guys gonna stick around here? You're gonna go out and try to save Josh, or what?
I'm already out by Josh, so Josh handed me
Okay.
back my gun.
Well, a few minutes later, I guess you guys are all out there. You've redistributed everybody's weaponry, and yeah, that's that. You guys managed to get by that gun battle without having a gun battle, and you talked to Miss Cecilia and kind of sort of made a contact with her, and you got the payout. All you had to do was some bad things.
let's
All
kill them all.
So first, shit, I gotta open up my shit here.
What? You guys already have all your cyberware listed, right? Where are you guys headed after the thing? You guys gonna head back to the hotel? You gonna head to a bar? Like what?
Or
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where you guys go after jobs.
I'll go out and stretch and go. So, you guys want mods and shit?
yeah, we do. You mean cyborg wear?
Yeah.
We got a list.
What's the?
Well, where are you guys right now? Are you guys still standing outside the Nightingale?
Standing outside the Nightingale.
Yeah.
What's the current bill that we owe for our ship? Like how much? What's the?
The maintenance?
No, as far as because I know it was like it was
Okay,
it was
you owe
loaned to
half.
us.
You owe
and
half of its value, so let's look it up.
Okay. And
Ships. Eluding. I still think of your ship as the Telesto, even though it hasn't been the Telesto for like 3 years.
Bob
This-
Rosinante?
The total cost of this ship, where the hell is it? Is it listed on here? Can you see the ship in the ship's? You guys see the tab called ships under the actors?
No,
No.
just NPCs and player tokens. I have my mech under the player tokens.
All right, let me see. I want you guys to be able to see. Okay, so I dropped the ship token in the
I see
player
it.
token. Now on there, it should be listed all the costs of everything, but I don't actually fucking see it anywhere. I have it written down on a piece of paper somewhere though, Derek. I'm not gonna go through and.
Well, it shows the cost under ship
Where?
costs. It has the cost in the upper left of that
Oh
section.
yes, okay. So you owe half. So it's
Shit.
1.62 million. So you guys owe 810,000,
Okay, so that's not happening anytime soon.
and you have to pay 81,000 every 6 months for maintenance, and you have to take it to a spaceport somewhere to get that maintenance done.
Yeah.
Or you guys can do the maintenance. If
We
you've
can do
got
we can do
fixed-
the maintenance on our own. Yeah,
But
we have
maintenance
fixed all.
requires you have to buy a ton of parts, and a lot of times it's easier just to go to a spaceport and pay, and just take a
We
week
can
and have an
trade for
adventure.
parts, dude. Trade for parts.
Yep, harder. But you guys have some irons in the fire, and if you play your cards right, you may.
I can fix our ship up, no problem. Just like Dennis.
Yeah.
My cars.
So I mean, if anything, it's pretty much using what we can be able to also get for trade off of this planet, selling what we already have in the cargo, trying to do that, and then buying the cargo and hitting up one of the other planets like fucking what is it, Algasa or some shit.
These guys don't have a lot of anything for sale that you can take and make a profit on. You can sell just about everything here for a profit. But buying things here, you would think cyberware, but it doesn't work because
No one can
the rest-
install it.
Yeah, they have highly specialized, highly unique structures, facilities, and tools here that just aren't found anywhere else. So
Okay.
I mean, you could
Okay.
haul cyberware out of here. Wouldn't do you much good. It's pretty much worthless because no one can use it. They have to come back here. So selling your goods here wouldn't be bad, but then you'd have an empty hull, which is, that's both good and bad. You got to refill it with goods, which means you got to fly somewhere else and buy some more stuff.
Okay. Well, scratch that then.
One thing about cargo we need to start doing the next time we get some cargo is you guys need to write down somewhere the cost that you paid for it and the location, because I was looking on this and I was like, it's got a cost listed, but it's like, was that the cost they paid, or is that what it's worth, or is that, you know what I mean?
So
here's what it's
I
worth.
have the cost. I have the cost of what we paid initially for some of it.
Well, right now,
let me see if I still have it in the.
Right now, you guys got 4 units of industrial tools, and it says 6,000. But you've got 4 spare parts and 1 shock. Okay, well that's the shock suit. The spare parts are only for repairing.
Yeah, the industrial tools and. Yeah, so I think that's what we paid, where it was 6,000 per unit.
And actually, out of all the things that you could sell here, that since now that I've said just about everything is worth a profit here, industrial tools is one of the things that's not worth it. It's not. The price here is just the standard price.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Zeke.
Yeah.
Thanks for looking out. Good guy, GM. Son of a bitch.
I'm here for you, Derek. What? Angie's roboing out over there. Angie, you role playing a robot?
Oh, he's out of range.
Yeah, dude.
He's out of range. Whatever he's saying, I know is just like absolutely genius.
It's probably the one time he finally opens up and starts truly role playing and just getting into it. We can't hear a thing. Damn it.
And as soon as he fixes his mic, he'll be like, "This was so not worth it. Fuck that.
I'm never doing that again."
I'm gonna go back to my AFK burrito.
Yeah.
Josh had it right.
Man, I go for one of those.
They had an AFK salad tonight, and it's not the same, dude.
No, I don't think so.
You left us for
Every once in a while you.
I was just sitting here on mute.
Every once in a while you get that craving though, where you just got to have a salad, And
once in a dude, a salad is
it's the girlfriend cooked for dinner, so I just ate it.
No, by salad means like it's like there's like a 2-inch layer of cheese on top of it. Douse it in freaking dressing, and you gotta eat.
So not a salad.
It's healthy. You gotta watch your figure.
Yeah, right. I drink it with a Diet Coke. It's perfect.
Oh mein Gott. Well, I guess we can just assume that Ange can hear us.
I'm here.
Hey, all right.
Man, your mic was tripping out. If you were AFK or something, your mic was going nuts when you were gone. If that was you,
going all robot. Speaking in Cylon shit,
Yeah, it was like a Psyker Cylon.
It's a fucking changeling.
Well, you guys are still standing outside the Nightingale. So, take it away. Tell me where you're going, what you want to do.
Well, so first of all, we got to get the cyberware squared away. That's
going to start probably in the next couple of days. But you also have your payday. You got all that money and you got a data chip.
What's that put our space bucks up to?
Well, Nick took all the money, so I don't know if he threw it in the. I don't know if he threw it in the
took
party.
all Ramos's money.
Yeah, the reward.
He told me I could have the 30K.
No.
You guys are gonna have to. Never mind.
What did he promise the group? I can't remember.
He said loud enough for everyone to hear. He said 30K and the data.
But then he told me that I could have 30K.
Right. Well, he was talking to everyone. You were just talking. You were the only one that talked to him. Everyone else was pretending like he wasn't there, treating him like a non-human.
You're his countryman, though. So
Rasmus, life matters. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I like this guy Rasmus. I think he's gonna start popping up more and more.
I will split that fairly.
God. Really? Do you really want to try messing your players? That's all right, all right. I was kind of hoping we wouldn't go there, but
Nice,
Wait.
fair, and
Split?
square.
How's it? We got 30K. How's it unfair to split it amongst the group evenly?
oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood what you. My bad. I misunderstood what you said. For some reason, even though you said split it fairly, I heard split it in half.
No.
So yeah, I don't even know where that came from. And as soon as you said that, I was like, wait a minute, that's not what he said at all, you dumbass. Drink some more wine, drunkie.
I need another drink. Speaking of which,
I mean, for what it's worth, mine will probably
Beer
still
back.
like in the party funds, you know.
Well, so that means the party funds get increased by 22.5.
So Nick takes his cut, and then he gives you guys, and then in the party fund, he. Okay, so
Yeah, it's
that's what I was talking about before.
7,500.
Like, if you guys want to take the money you already have and split it and distribute it amongst you three, and then start a new party kitty, or if you want to not do that, you guys decide how
I'm
you
not
want to do
doing
it.
that because technically, according to the story, I'm not necessarily part of the group.
Not until their contract
Well-
is fulfilled. Oh, and even then, maybe not, right? Because then yeah, okay, got it. That works for me. So whoever's keeping track of the money, put the however much in there, and Nick, you take your cut. And
That's
22,000, is that what it was?
this is stuff you do. What you guys go back to you guys going back to your hotel or what? You're just gonna do all this out on the street.
No, you probably go back to the hotel, yeah.
Do it on the street. Washi might have to kill somebody if we do.
That's true.
So when we go back to the hotel, then I'll sit down with the group and say, so there's a couple things we can discuss. The first being your interest in cyber.
Woman, I see a woman.
She's stealing my monitor. And my desserts. What
Yeah, you
Oh,
should have said anything.
shit.
Should have kept your
God damn
mouth
it, those
shut.
were chocolate covered graham crackers.
that was out of
Um,
spite right there. That's what
yeah,
I
that
think it
was.
might have been me. Woman.
We can discuss a couple things.
I'm gonna turn my mic off while I'm gonna turn my camera off so you guys can't see my face.
We can discuss a couple of things. So I know you guys want your mods or your cyberware.
Shit, yeah.
We can get that
Augmentation.
fixed. Do you want to do that before or after you fulfill my contract?
Oh, your contract. What was your
Contract.
What was your contract again? I remember
You're
signing
obligated-
it. I remember
Yeah,
signing
you're,
it.
you're obligated to help me. How you say? It's a fetch and deliver task.
A fetch and deliver task.
A fetch and deliver task.
Will
And
I get to shoot people?
Well, you guys can look at the contract.
Or are you going to talk us out of
The
shooting
contract.
again?
The contract's not a secret. You guys can look at
It's
it.
true. You do have copies on your little terminals.
Oh, terminals.
I prefer to have it read to me.
I don't have a document. Yeah, I will be the. I will act as the document. Here I am. I'm a document. I'm in a
Hell of a
minute to
day,
be.
isn't it?
Yes, and a minute to be. I'm hoping they will ratify me. Anyway,
You're shipping all your money belong to me now.
You're
guys
in a
assigned
Johnny
everything
cab.
over to Nick. The job is to snatch a snatch and deliver, like Nick said. There's a site here that will be revealed to you when necessary, but you are to infiltrate it or do whatever and grab an animal. I think it's an animal that's being experimented on or is due up to be experimented on or something like that. It's being held in this facility. You guys got to go grab it. And then you got to deliver it to Valgurg, and you got to take it to the location. I don't know what the location is in your thing, but the name I gave to it is called. You got to take it to the Berseba Mine Project in Valgurg system.
All right.
So
Is
that's
there
the
a-
contract Nick has you. That's the
Is
contract.
there a payout for this contract that I also agreed to give up to, or are you
Well,
just
we
doing
need
it
we need our
what's your-
cyberware before it actually happens. I will say that. because that will actually be to our benefit to be able to use said cyberware to grab a snatch. I agree.
Sure. Payment is debatable, but not included in the contract.
I mean, I'm just asking what your what your reasoning behind this particular grab and snatch is. That's all. Like, I'm game. I'm going. I'm just curious why. That's all. Is it for payment? I don't care. I give my money to the pool, so it doesn't matter for me.
Josh is reading the fine print on your contract, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Was not prepared for that. I was hoping he was just going to gloss over it. Let's just say I have motivations that go beyond money to make this delivery. I don't intend to come back. So whatever you're going to do before we leave, perhaps...
Well, let me... I'm sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt. Continue.
Perhaps you should think cautiously about, as if you're associated with me in this world, you might have to make some explaining, or we might, if you return with me, we might have to make, how do you say, a stealthy entrance back in.
Lucy, that's what I was planning to do.
I don't think that far ahead.
No, we know you don't. None of you do. The only thinking ahead anybody does is Ains when you ask a question. What's going to happen in 1 minute?
So you don't expect it to come back, but
what
if
is gonna happen?
come back, we're gonna have to be stealthy.
Okay, now at this point, I want to bring up to you guys. I want to point out that you guys can read the contract. Like, you can ask Nick as many questions as you want, but you could just read the contract.
And where is the contract?
Everybody, you've all got a copy of it.
Where do I find said copy?
I mean, there's no copy in Foundry, if that's what you're talking about.
Oh my god, that's what I was asking.
None of you have said I will read the contract, so I didn't bother telling you what was in the contract.
That's what I said. Like, you
guys were talking to Nick.
I want the contract read to me.
Well, yeah, but then you listen to what the Nick's interpretation of the contract.
All right, after the conversation, I'll give all of shifty eyes, and then I'll read the contract.
All right, the contract is a snatch and grab, just like he said. You're contracted to grab the critter out of the lab, haul it across the cosmos, and deliver it to the mine, to the dude there, the delivery contact, Mr. Berseba himself. That's it. And the payout for this contract was you guys get Nick as your crew member, I think. Wasn't that the payout, Nick?
Okay.
No, I didn't actually say there was a payout, period.
So we grab the critter. We grab the critter, take it to the mine, and give it to the dude there.
Yeah, exactly. And then you get Nick on your crew. That's your pay.
Who's the dude there?
Mr. Berseba. You're going to the Berseba Mine Project. And you are to deliver Berseba. B as in Bob. Berseba.
Berseba.
It's on a moon.
MOON.
MUN. Around a planet in the system of Valgard, which, if you look on your sector map, is just a couple of hexes south, galactic south of Aldasa or whatever.
Okay, all right. Head back over the sector map here.
There's Valgard right there. It'll take you guys a little while to get there.
Where's it? Oh, I see it. All right. Right smack dab in the middle. Okay.
Man, what a beautiful map. Yeah, it's great.
It's a long ways to go.
Just keep.
I might actually have to do a single dice roll on that trip.
Probably not. It's all known. It's all known navigational routes. So, for the most part, on those, you're pretty much good to go.
All right.
What you need to do now to really start showing off your piloting skill, Derek, is you need to upgrade the engine in your ship so you guys can jump farther than. You've got a drive 2 engine. They go up to like drive 4 and drive 5. Right?
I thought based upon my skills, it operates like a level higher.
Yeah, you're right.
So if I have a drive 2, I can treat it like a drive 3.
Exactly. You got it. So what I'm saying is, what happens if you upgrade your engine even more, right? What if you put a drive 3 on there? Now
We're
you
going
can
to
do
another
4.
universe.
Well, if you look at all the rudders on here, and the longest one is 3. And if you guys can jump 4, you guys can make routes through the systems that aren't common knowledge, right? Which means you'll be entering systems from vectors that where there won't be along common trade routes. If you were to jump from Dell to Mardaskum, the entry point is always the same.
Okay.
It's always the same spot. So at Mardaskum, the powers that be there will set up stations and planetary weapons and whatnot. So anybody that jumps into their system is immediately going to be faced with a bunch of static defenses, and if they fuck around, they'll find out, kind of a thing. You know?
Okay, so we can get a little bit more smuggling in.
Yes,
All right,
exactly.
all
Well,
right.
if you upgraded your engine and you could jump 4, like then when you land in a system and you're not using one of the routes that's pre-planned on this map, you will land in a location that potentially, possibly, they don't know about, and that's when smuggling. That's how they smuggle, is by using routes that aren't on the public rudder.
Okay.
Is rudder? Are you guys nautical? Is rudder like I know what rudder is, like on a boat, like the rudder steers the boat, right? But like in this game, rudder with 2 T's is like navigational maps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard that term.
Like when you're rutting in the.
Well, that's it. That's what it's called.
Maybe it's rooting, like rooting through space.
Like an elk in Heat Age.
It's a rooter.
A giant moose.
Knuckle. You're kind of in a rut with your dad jokes.
Me? I'm in a rudder with my dad jokes? Nick, no, No. That didn't go in my head. It just took me a minute.
Nothing goes over his head.
Nope.
Reflexes are too fast.
Reflexes are too slow.
I will catch it.
Too big. Well, anyways. So you guys are back at the hotel. You're sorting out the money. You guys get the money sorted out? Everybody recorded what needed to be recorded?
Yeah,
I think that was Josh. Right?
22,500 added.
That is not me. That is Ainge.
Ainge is the money.
Ainge is the note man.
The notes. Ainge is the loot.
Yeah, I am the loot master.
I am the loot commander.
And it has been properly recorded.
All right. Well, you guys are back at the hotel. You got the money, got the data chip, which nobody's looked at yet.
I think I'm going to look at the data chip while the group is recovering from their implants, their mods, their...
Well, they haven't gone into surgery yet.
I know. I'm saying what
Yeah.
I'll be doing because my recovery time is like 0.25 strain.
Yeah, you got nothing really to worry about. Well, you guys can take a look at it. I mean, you don't got to hack it or anything. It's just a data chip. You could just slot it right into the hotel computer or any of your data slabs and just take a look at what's at it. It's just information.
Do not put it on the hotel computer.
Probably not. Probably not a good idea. But I mean, if anybody wants to look at it, you can, unless Nick doesn't want to give it to anybody. In which case, you'll have to shoot him. Oh,
Thoughts already crossed my mind a couple
I
times.
am just going to assume that like party things are just shared amongst the party. Like,
Yeah.
if you guys want to go there, I don't advise that, but I'm not going to stop you guys from doing that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Nick, you got that look on your face. Recognize that look. You got the look of a rogue in D&D that wants to steal from the paladin.
I'm not trying to steal. It's just we had a conversation like 6 times about like whether or not we want to like aggregate all the money and like to be it doesn't.
No, I'm not talking about the money. I'm talking about this data chip right now. Like, does anybody want to look at the data chip?
I'm not trying to covet it from anybody.
I would be curious about it.
I'm just saying.
Kind of look. I'll look over Olive's shoulder.
Do we want to look at that now, or do you guys want to just get your mods so we can stop like having?
Let's look at it now. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, Derek grabs it, throws it in his data slab, and it's just a bunch of information on the stained Freedom Front. It takes you guys about 5 or 10 minutes to kind of peruse through it. And at the end of that, you guys realize you got it all. You got everything. You got all their financing. You got their leaders. You got their locations. You got their hideouts, their strengths, everything right there. Treasure trove of information for whoever might want this. which is why he offered it to you as a reward and why he gathered it, because he was going to bring these guys down.
So
you guys got it now.
I
You can
will.
sell it on the open market. You can.
Man, you gotta
let me roll over.
you gotta let us roleplay a little bit, man.
Okay, go ahead. I was just gonna look at the options, like what's available on the planet. But go ahead.
I know, but like you've already told me all the options. Let me try to do it. So what this data means to us is that we have everything that we can on the SFF. Before we leave, I was originally planning on selling out the SFF about the implants to the Lucid Corp in order to make enough money for me to travel on my own after we leave planet according to this contract, in case we all separate ways. This complicates things in a sense of we might never be able to come back if we sell this information, but we could make a killing off of this information when selling to the right broker.
Define killing.
Divine
A lot of money.
Define money. Like define the amount of money. I need a quantifiable metric here. Like,
okay, so I might need you to have. GM might actually have to. Would I even know how to quantify how much money I could get? Like we could get from this. Or
have
is
you
it
already
just-
have
is
you
it
already
that valuable?
contacted a buyer that would be interested, or no?
I have no contacts for buyers, but I cannot fathom how much money we would be able to get from this if we sold it to the right buyer.
To the right,
It
the
would
right
take
buyer. Okay, so first of all, it would take time. Lucid Industries is the company that has a standard. Like they're kind of the ones that the
Oh, that's
SFF
right.
are going after, and they have a standing bounty on SFF members. So if you sold it to them or gave it to them, you could probably expect a reward. Or you could just go through a broker on the streets, which would probably just he would recognize the information is valuable and find who needed it, and your payout would probably be a little less in that. Well, it's hard to say about payouts. It is hard to quantify. Like him giving you guys 30K, that was a lot of money, right? That's like the equivalent of like for us, like someone just like giving you like 3 million, right? Like you got to remember in the economy of the future, like the money goes way further. You know what I mean? Like $100. I mean, that's a lot. Like for us, like for well, think of it like this: like how much does like a mag pistol cost? Right? They're like $50, $150 or something like that. You know what I mean? This is a piece of high technology, $150. Like if you were to buy a super high technology pistol right now, how much would it cost? 300, 400, 500 for a really? I mean, I don't even know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you could expect to pay it with all the bells and whistles on it. That's a mag pistol. So, 30K is a lot. I don't know if it's 3 million exactly, but it was a big chunk for you guys to get right off the bat. Like, I mean, your ship maintenance after 6 months is 80,000. So you guys just made 30 of that right there, right?
Yeah, we did.
I mean, not exactly, but right.
Hell yeah.
So I mean, those are the only metrics we have to really judge. But as far as how much money you could make off of it here, well, it really depends on who you sold it to. There's probably someone that would be willing. If you took it right to Lucid, they would probably. You can't say.
Okay, so
you don't have enough contact. A lot though. We're talking more than 30K.
I'll think about it. I'll shrug, try to do some calculations in my head, and basically say, I'm not sure I can give you an exact answer on how much money we would be able to make off of this. What I can do is while you guys are recovering from your installations, I can spend time working with brokers and the Lucid Corp in order to figure out what the best option is, where we can make the most amount of money off of this data.
And it is sort of time-sensitive data too, right? Because
Yeah.
Those implants go in people, those people are fucked. Like, they can't take them out.
Well, there's two pieces of data, right? One is I'm gonna go almost instantly to Lucid Corp and sell the information about the bogus mods.
Yep.
The data chip is the part that is probably time sensitive because I mean things do change on that, but that's the part that I'll probably spend time trying to figure out where the best buyer is. Find a good buyer.
Okay, that works for
So
me.
if we do get implants before this, like we have no reason to come back to this planet, right? Realistically,
Not really.
Not
Unless
really,
you
no.
come back for fun.
So we could just sell
I mean,
the
you never
information,
know.
make a bunch of money, leave Ruin, and go. Like I
And
don't
just
know.
say
remember-
fuck it all, yeah.
But you guys have, no matter what happens with this information, you guys do have one more run you got to do here before you can leave.
Do you gotta do that snatch and grab.
You got to do the snatch. And grab.
Yeah, no, yeah, right.
So it's going to take it. You guys are going to be recovering for a month, and that gives Nick a nice chunk of time to set deals up and to, do scouting on the target of your snatch and grab and all that. So at this point, I'm going to go take a leak. You guys finalize your plans, and when I get back in just a minute, you guys can tell me. BRB.
All right.
So it's not like we can never return. Like if we sold it to the right person, like we would have a solid contact of someone we could get in. For example, if we sold it to a corporation, they might help us come back and actually maintain a presence on the planet without
Yeah, true.
watching our backs. We just wouldn't be able to go through the slums like we're doing now without having to
Yeah, it's a gamble. We don't know the outcome, but yeah, so it's like, we got to always assume the worst to where, if we do decide to sell it and then pretty much, at least make it worth it where we have that chance of not coming back. Ideally, it would be nice to come back, eventually, but we don't know if that's going to absolutely be the case for sure, but I'm not going to turn down money. That's the main thing.
No, man, I'm pretty much game to we sign the contract. Let's do whatever order we do. Like, let's get the snatch and grab. Let's sell the information. We just go.
Yep.
Okay, so get the mods. During the recovery period, I'll do recon on trying to sell the data and scope out the target. Once you guys are recovered, we'll go do the snatch and grab, sell the data, and then bounce off planet.
Yep. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me too. Yep.
It is no.
Oh, Captain Firecracker.
You guys met a real firecracker, and you didn't have to fight her. Dang it.
Sounds good.
All right, what'd you guys decide?
Get mods. Find buyer. Do recon on snatch and grab. Do snatch and grab. Sell data. Bounce off planet.
That seems logical to me. 3 days later, you guys are all laying in your hotel room, covered in bandages, and you have all manner of medical things you need to attend to. You guys are fucked. You guys didn't realize it was going to be this debilitating, but you guys can't move. You guys are fucked. You guys got to have room service come in, but they love off-worlders because you guys got lots of money. You guys got big space dicks. Just kidding. Not you, Derek. And, the surgeries go off without a hitch. I already rolled all the dice and decided, fuck it, everything's going out fine because there's just nothing to. The only thing there that is going to be difficult is going to be that gecko thing that Josh wants. So you're going to be able to crawl on the walls now, right, Josh?
Do I see Ange trying to turn on a webcam?
I tried. It failed.
You gotta assign the device.
No, you might have to use the permissions in your browser. Like for me, Firefox, in the upper left-hand corner of like the www section, there's like a drop-down where you actually have to click like allow.
Well, I tried that. Didn't work.
Zeke, what was your take on the cyber eyes? Like the super like subtle ones?
I'm not sure. Are we talking
Were
about
those half price or were those full price?
Yes. Well, if I remember correctly, the price in Cities Without Number was like $50K or something like that, right?
It was like 25.
No, they were. Everything in that book is a tenth. Most of the things in that book are still a tenth.
Okay, that's the one thing I might add to that is some eye mods, but I'm trying to look up if it actually affects my rest time. Now that I have $7,500 extra that I didn't have before.
I don't think it will because if I remember correctly, the cyber eyes allow you a certain amount of built-in strain, right? Like you get the cyber eyes and they do like one strain maybe, and then but they allow you to put like an additional like maybe 1 or 2 or 3 points of strain in your eye. You know what I mean? So eyes have like 8 options. So you get your cyber eyes, you take your system strain for those, and each option that you could put in separately might cost a strain alone. So if you got cyber eyes and 5 options, it would be like 6 strain, just as a number, pulling a number out of my ass. But the cyber eyes themselves they give you a few options, right? So you get your 1 strain cyber eyes, and then it allows you 3 additional strain for mods on your eyes.
Right. So synth eyes are the fancy ones. So if those are 1/10, that's 2,500. That's 0.25 strain, and then the where's goddamn it? I think what I was looking at was the infrared eyes, which is 0.5 strain. So it'd be an extra. It'd basically be 1 strain total for my mods.
Okay.
How much does that change the outcome?
Like time-wise?
Yeah.
Well, instead of, I think if your maximum strain is 1, that's going to take you 4 days to heal from that. If your strain loss is 1, right?
Where was strain on the character sheet again?
That I don't. Ask Ames. He's familiar. He uses lots of strain. It's on the top, right next to your hit points.
It's right in the middle, center, upper.
Yeah, right under your name.
Oh, okay. 4.75 total for me.
Maybe I need to reload.
You have 4.75 strain?
That's what it says. 0 out of 4.75.
Oh, okay, yeah. You have 4 point. You have more than that. What is strain based on, you guys? Didn't we look this up last time?
It was Constitution.
Yeah, you've got like 11 available strain.
Mine's not calculated correctly then.
Well, either that or we're not calculating it correctly. I don't know which, but either way, your healing is going to take 4 days if all your surgery takes is 1 strain.
Okay.
But that you can still do hacking things while you're recovering, right? These guys can't go out and get in gun battles while they're recovering. You guys are pretty much just stuck there. And so for this month, after the healing is done, you guys are just sitting around recovering. There really isn't anything you can do. We're just going to fast forward through this, and as we go through it, Nick, I need you to tell me the very first thing you want to try to accomplish. Selling the data to Lucid, or what?
Selling the information about the killer mods.
The mods to Lucid. Yeah. Okay, well, you go through the whole process of contacting a data broker, and it doesn't take forever. The whole process takes probably 3 days altogether. And at the end of the 3 days, you find a buyer. The data broker says he finds someone at Lucid who's willing to buy that information, and they will buy it for 10,000. They'll give you 10,000 for that information. And if it turns out that it's true, you'll probably reap additional benefits.
probably is not
Okay.
good enough. 10,000
So
is
10,000.
way less than we thought.
I'm sorry. Hold on. It wasn't 10,000. It was it was 100,000. But that is contingent upon them verifying all the information. They're willing to give you the 100,000 payout. They'll give you a 10K. They'll buy the data right now for 10K, and they'll give you an additional 90K when if the data proves actionable. Does that jive?
Yeah.
That's
that
a
makes
lot.
sense.
That's a fuck ton.
Yeah, so I will take that deal, and what I will convey over to them is the PDA, but I'll back up the data.
Well, they're just going to set up a meet. They do have a kind of a neutral backup. Oh no, that is one of the stipulations. That's one of the stipulations of the thing is you can't make a backup, which of course you're going to do anyways. No,
Yeah.
you can make. I mean, you're going to do it anyways, right? But that'll breach if they find out about it, it'll breach the contract and all the other things from there. But I mean, you'd be stupid not to make a backup copy of that.
Right.
But so okay, that just takes a few days to set up, and the meet and everything goes down kind of in virtual. Like you don't really actually have to do anything other than just stay safe from the starport, which is nice and safe. And you get the 10K comes in, and your data goes out, and you still got it. You do some hacker tricks to make sure that they can't tell that you've copied it. You erase whatever you need to erase, hash marks or whatever. And Derek, wake up. No, it looked like
No,
you were
I'm here.
asleep.
I'm here.
You're sleeping for a minute. Okay, so now moving on. What's the next thing you want to do?
The next thing I want to do is scope out the. You know what? We'll continue with the brokerage stuff. So the data. I want to talk to a data broker about the SFF data chip that we have. Obviously, I'll dupe that again, and then I'll talk to the SFF, or I'll talk to the data broker about selling off the data chip stuff. And then I will talk to Lucid again about that and see which one of them has a better potential offer.
Well, the data broker is kind of right now acting as the go-between between you and Lucid. However, the data broker says I don't have to sell it. I says I can shop this around. It doesn't have to go to Lucid if that's what you want me to do.
I want to shop it around to find who's going to pay me the most amount of money.
All right. He comes back about a day later, and he says Lucid is going to pay the most for this, and I'm going to have to, in fact, use a bunch of intermediaries to sell this to them. Otherwise, they're going to suspect something. But they are still wanting to buy, and this data. This is the info on their whole SFF network, right?
Yeah.
He says this. They're willing to give you 50K for. Like we'll buy this for 50K. He said I myself personally authenticated this information, and they'll give you 50K for it.
50K for that, but 100K for the other one.
Well, the other one was their children.
That's true, but wouldn't they want revenge?
Well, they're offering 50K. They already had. I mean, the broker says, well, he says they've had the bounty system in place for a while. You know, everything is, there's price tags on everything, and he says what you're offering here is definitely worth more than 50K, but they're offering 50K for this. They'll give you 50K for this.
Oh shit! Look
Dude,
at that.
50K is a lot. Okay, first of all, I mean, in terms of how much they make.
Hey, look at that!
What are we looking at?
Fucking Ange.
I don't see him.
I'll
You gotta
see
open your
you.
eyes, man.
Yep, I see it just
It
fine.
worked. It worked. God
As he
damn
just
it.
went to. Just blocks your picture.
Yep.
There's the yellow screen.
Orange. It's orange.
Yep, works for me.
I don't see him at all. That's weird. What do I need to do to see?
Did you disable his video?
How can I do that?
Well, I mean, as far as like it's a preference thing, so each of them has a little like thing where you can be able to hide it or something, right?
I think it just
Yeah, for me, if you
hasn't
hover
loaded up
over
yet.
the picture, it's in the upper left-hand corner of the user's picture.
Yep. Hide your shit.
No, it's
Why would you want
allowed.
to hide that face, though?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I can't see him. I
Yeah.
see yellow.
Why would you?
I see yellow box. In fact, his yellow box keeps like trying to connect and then not connecting, and then.
Well, it's working fine now. Yeah, it was doing that before, but once he actually got the camera active, then it's working fine now. Not doing it.
Yeah, I had to restart the Firefox.
I'm the only one who's not working for it?
Nope, I don't see your face
Yeah, I think it's
either.
just you.
Yeah, you guys just hate each other. It's fine.
Yeah, you guys see each other enough already.
We've seen each other before.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm gonna take the money. I'm being greedy as a player, but I think my character is more than happy with. both
Your
of those.
character would have like Looney Tunes, like Bagooga eyes when they offered $50K. Like, I mean, that's a huge payday for a dude from the Warrens. So you take the money and you sell the data. And so after about a week, you guys get at the end of the gun battle that didn't happen. A week later, you guys are all recovering. Nick has sold the data for the money, the amounts that he stated, that I stated. And you guys continue to recover, and now Nick is going to start on his recon portion of his run here. So, is there any specific? First of all, is there any specific information you want to find out about this facility?
I'm going to be kind of looking for things like what kind of locking mechanisms we're up against, right? Like if there's going to be
Security information.
Generalized security information in terms of
buy us some maglocks. There we go.
yeah, like am I going to
keys.
need to do like biometric locks? Like what kind of stuff am I going to
So
do?
okay, so how we're gonna do this is every day you're gonna build a ghost, or not every day, but you're gonna take a day to build a level 1 ghost, or you can. I'm assuming it's gonna be level 1 because they only take a day. If you want to take a level 2 ghost, it takes like a week, and might as well just there's no reason to have anything more than a level 1 if all you're doing is hacking, right? If you're stealing money or trying to conceal money, you might want to have a bigger one, but.
So I think for one of those, for the most part, I'm just going to be doing level 1 ghosts and doing generalized information about everything.
Yes.
I think I will at some point try to do 2 attempts at doing something a little bit more advanced. The first one is going to be a sabotage system.
Okay, now we need to talk. We're going to need to talk about that. And yes, you are going to need to do that.
I don't. It feels like
Tell me what
that's
that
an
is.
in-person thing, though. It feels
Yes.
like that's okay.
And that's when
So-
the line. Okay, so that's when the line shunts come in. First, tell me what the other thing is that you wanted to do.
Okay, the other thing is going to be a complete database acquisition in order to get information on where this thing is kept.
All right, I knew that was going to be another thing. So just judging from what you know and your skill level, the information that you can gather without having to go on site, you can gather information on their network, and you can get a map of the facility. You can get information on their security personnel, like all the information, like their patrol routes, their times, the amount of personnel, their skill level, that whole thing. If you are interested in doing any kind of like infiltration, it wouldn't be too much of a problem for you to forge IDs for everybody and then to alter databases here and there to basically make it like if you guys show up with your fake IDs, like you can do a thing where you're like alter information to make it appear to make a person or a group of people appear like they're supposed to be where they are. It's kind of vague, and if you understood what I meant,
Okay,
it's
so
like you can make this roll and then you can alter you can create IDs and alter the schedules on databases and delivery databases that
Okay.
make it look like so
Then-
you guys can show up and give them the IDs and they'll look at their database and be like, oh yeah, you guys come on in.
Yeah, so I'll do that, and then I'll set it up in a way that we are a transport team that is expected to show up, make a pickup, and then leave.
Yes, perfect. Now, since you have so much time on your hands, and I was looking at your foci earlier, you pretty much are assured to. You're pretty much going to pass every pass except for every roll except for the really hard ones. And anything you've got time to sit around and do, you're pretty much going to be able to do without a roll. So you get a map of the facility. So as far as like forging ID, like do you want to forge a bunch of like IDs and like how do you want to like? Tell me again what you want. I'm sorry, I get carried away in my head. You go ahead and tell me.
So
I need some popcorn. Be right back.
I'm gonna forge IDs for everybody in the party, as being a transport team, scheduled, and then I'm going to manipulate the database to say these people are scheduled to arrive and pick up, and then leave. But I'm going to kind of massage it to look like it's almost restricted information. Right. So, like, if an average guard goes to look at it, like, I want to put something in there so that they can look at it and instantly go, oh, I can't ask details because this is restricted.
Okay. So for this particular hack, this is actually a burly hack, what you're asking to do. This is going to be a target number 11 hack. That seems like a lot, but I know for a fact that you get to roll 3d6 and drop the low one. And you are also, let's see, that's from hacking. And from specialization, actually, I think specialization is the same thing, right?
I thought you're talking specialization in terms of programming.
Yeah, because you got a hacker and you've got special. And you took program.
So gain program as a bonus skill. When attempting a hack or a database, I roll 3d6 on the skill check and drop the lowest.
Okay, so
that's from hacker, and then the other one is roll 3d6 and drop the lowest die. It's the same thing.
So it's the same thing. You got some bonus program out of both of them. They are subtly different. In fact, I was reading. There was a surprisingly long thread about this exact same thing on Reddit that I was reading earlier today. It wasn't from today. It was from months ago, but I looked it up and was reading about it. And it seems like specialist might be better than hacker, but there are reasons to. Anyways, so you got hacker and so you're rolling 3d6.
I was interpreting that as like malicious versus non-malicious programming.
There's a lot of programming that is not. That's exactly right. That's the correct distinction. Now everybody's cameras are going out, even mine.
That just might be your computer. That's just like your opinion.
That is just. I can see everybody's camera's fine.
Oh well.
I can see Ainge just blinking like he's about to fall asleep because he's just like, this is some stupid ass conversation. Speed it up. I gotta kill people.
Ainge never kills anybody.
Man, I don't need to.
He's a pacifist.
That's what I got watching for.
This is stuff we got to get through if you guys are going to successfully go on your run. Okay, so you're going to have to roll this. It's going to be 3d6. You got your... So 8 plus 3 is 11. You nail it. So you get... That's exactly... You're able to accomplish that. So you guys are all set up with IDs. You guys can show up on the designated day for a delivery. And was there anything else you wanted to get? I'm just going to go ahead and just give you all this information without even you asking me. You get a map, which isn't super relevant.
Oh, shit. Okay, hang on. Sorry, I'm going to test something.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. I just realized that I can legit change my programming roll to actually say roll 3d6, since both these skills basically mean like anytime I roll programming, that's basically what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
But I guess that would make the other one a 14?
Yeah, you whatever it was, you nailed it.
Okay, sorry.
So in the coming weeks, while everyone rests, you are able to gather information on their local networking, on their local network, and that will benefit you. That will mechanically, that's going to give you a +1 on your any hack attempts you make while you're on the site. You get this map of the facility. You already downloaded the
Black
security. What?
It's just a black picture.
Oh god damn it!
Data corrupted.
Super.
Fuck.
Yep. Super detailed map here.
Did that change?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. Yes. And so that, I mean, there's one more thing you can do. Line shunts. Without line shunts, your programs will only last for a matter of rounds. When you use line shunts, your hacks will last for like a number of minutes. That's like, I think it's like a die 6 plus your programming skill times 10 minutes or something like that. That might not be it exactly. So it'll make your hack run for like an hour or more. So you can subvert a system, you can do a couple different things, and then just leave those hacks running with the line shunts. So you can put line shunts, and you dig up that information too because you can, and you're a good hacker. And you discover that with one line shunt placed on the transmission tower, which is on the roof of the structure, you can keep your hacks. You can run hacks and keep them running for however long. I gotta find out.
Okay.
I know this isn't as an action-packed session as it was last week. Everybody's being so quiet. Am I the only one drinking tonight, or what?
No, I'm on my second beer.
No, it's just
Slowly.
just you.
Well, I don't want to look that up right now.
Yeah, it's all good. We don't have to fix it all that too much.
Unless there's any that takes up most of the month. I mean, you could probably squeeze in a few more things if you really want to. But I mean, that's
sleep.
Yep, that's a good idea, and recover. So a month passes. Nick does all the recon. He gets you guys all set up for your run. To go
do transportation to and from.
That's pretty easy. I mean, they got Uber.
Are we fully healed after?
After 4 weeks, you're good to go, except for your strain, except for the permanent strain that you need to record on your character sheet.
Ooh,
it already is. It should already be recorded. It's recorded.
Mine is definitely not. Mine's not.
Oh, that's why my shit's so fucking low.
Oh, is that how much you have available after cyberware?
No, after every time you install a cyberware, it permanently reduces your strain.
Right.
Wait, what? So mine is 9 still? There's no way.
Mine's 8, but it should have been equal to your constitution.
Yep.
Originally.
Yeah. You got a constitution of 14, so you put in 5 strain. Yeah, you've got a strain of 9.
Oh. I misunderstood.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Your camera is off. Zeke.
Yeah, I shut mine off, and it made the flickering stop. I still can't see anybody's faces, but
no, we can't see
all the camera things were blinking on and then off, and then blinking on and then off and on, and it was very distracting. So when I shut mine off, it stopped all that.
I just gotta refresh real quick, dude.
Yeah, you need to restart your Firefox.
Oh, I'm using Brave. The problem is I'm using Brave. I'm not using Firefox like a normal.
Well, there's your problem.
Yeah, you should use a good browser.
Brave seems to be pretty good.
If you like spyware on your shit.
Oh, look at that! Look at that beautiful face! Now I don't see Nick.
Peanut butter, man!
Peanut butter! All right, so now I feel better. Yeah. Dang it, except there's still his feet. I wonder if it's just my stupid internet. Oh well. Anyways,
It's just
So
you,
I-
man.
passes. You guys have all got your. You guys, nothing bad happens to you during that month. No one comes looking to kill you, or anything like that. So it goes off. You guys have got your fucking cyberware. You've got the information you need to go on this run. It's only 10:45. I think we should go for it right now.
Right.
I mean, right? I mean, do you guys go to bed soon? I don't.
I do have a question for you, real quick, though.
Yes, please do.
Because it might be relevant soon.
Ask all questions.
How do I get out of this chicken shit outfit?
With the arm gun I have now, right? The thing
With-
that's everywhere. that I
with
got
what?
installed. The arm gun.
Yeah.
So that I can have something in my hand and it does not count towards anything. So essentially, with 2 revolvers and the combat rifle, I can attack 3 times in a turn. Is it possible to attack 3 times in a turn?
No, that's not how it works. Not in this game.
Okay.
In this game, you decide what you're going to attack with, and you attack with it. You can attack with your combat rifle. You can attack with your dual pistoleros. You can
Okay.
attack with one, or you can attack with one. The combat rifle since it's in your arm, typically those need 2 hands. I'm going to say if you're going to shoot your combat rifle, you can't dual wield. Yeah, I mean, there's really no way you could hit anything. You know what I mean?
Could you have had a spike thrower in your arm?
I can have a spike thrower in my arm. I just don't have it on me.
Is the weapon interchangeable? Can you just
It is interchangeable. Yeah, I'll copy the thing over. I read it like a bunch.
No, it's all right.
of
I don't have to copy anything. I can look it up later. I don't have it in front of me, so
Yeah, so it's interchangeable as long as because it requires maintenance. So anytime I have to do maintenance, it can be interchangeable. But Olive can interchange it. So if he comes along with us after all of this,
And you remind me of that damn cat with the bongos. Boom, boom. You know, the cat that's dancing with the bongos. I don't know why. Don't ask me why.
I am not a meme.
You are a meme. You're my meme, bro. All right. So that is an interchangeable weapon. I didn't realize that. That's good, though. Yeah, being able to pack a spike thrower in your arm. My God.
yeah,
So,
dude, it's pretty silly.
yeah. Well, just other parts of the sector. It's gonna be fun when you guys go to other parts of the sector with Josh.
Dude, I'll gun link spike throw them in the face. I can't say anything.
Leave your weapons at the door.
No, like I fully see like an ultra super like religious planet being in our future that doesn't like, any body modifications and shit.
Well, if you look on your sector map, there's a 4-system sector called the Purity Foundation. One guess as to the kind of things they frown upon.
Right.
Oops. Sorry.
So, you guys tell me what's going on. You're all healed up. You're locked and loaded. Got your weapons. Got your fancy new cyberware. You guys all feel a little bit heavier. It takes you guys a day or two to get used to walking around without breaking everything.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming
What's the
Olive.
plan? You guys got to formulate a plan.
I'm assuming Olive has been, he's got some sort of plan laid out, right? He's
We
some
got
sort of
all our shit. Like we go
He's
in there guns blazing, and we find the shit, and Aram teleports us out.
And we blow that shit up.
Yeah.
Well, you could teleport
so
3 people, but if you have and whatever they can carry. So if the package you guys need to pick up is something you guys can carry, then yeah, absolutely, that's something you can do. Right? Yes.
Just for the sorry
No, I
before
can
we
carry up
so-
to 3 people per skill level in teleportation. So I can take 6 people.
when you all wake up or whatever, I'll have the bug bag on the table, and I will spread out a copy of the blueprints of all the facility and all the different floors, have it marked in terms of like entry points and where we need to go to get to the transmission tower and where the target is. And then I will have all of the fake badges on that table as well. And then I will also have a stack of 112,500 credits on the table for you as well.
And a pile of cocaine.
For sure.
Or heroin.
That one's on me.
Yeah, or heroin.
Yeah, last time we went though was an over elaborate plan. Too much can go wrong. We got to be able to think on our toes, right? That's
the rooftop transmission tower is visible from the street. Now, I just remembered one more thing that I didn't tell you that you would have discovered, is that this facility is in a part of the war. It's a long ways from the starport, and it is up against the edge of the dome. It's not up on a rim district, but it's kind of like right underneath rim districts. So as far as the Warrens, the underhab part of the city goes, it's about as nice as it gets, but it's still a fucking slum. And Nick, that there is a gang that patrols this. Because you did, you looked through cameras and you got eyes on the physical facility, and the facility itself just looks like a rundown, shabby fucking building in the middle of like a particular section of the underhab that's like barren, right? It's just ruins and looks like fucking Ukraine right now, just fucking everything is in ruins. Now there's a gang there that operates it. It says that facility is their territory. And these guys, I had their name written down, and it was a really clever name. I want to find it. But they basically are security, right? They're like the first layer of security for this facility. It's a black site facility in the middle of the underhab. Like, even though you've got this nice map and it's got trees and a parking lot, none of that shit exists, right? Like, it's concrete and buildings and slums all around this thing. And this thing looks like a burnout old parking garage where this gang sits. So no one ever goes there. No one would suspect that it's a Black Ops cyberware, research facility. Except for you guys. The name of the gang is the 14s. That's not that cool. I thought it was cooler than that. I'm sorry. I apologize. The 14s is the name of the gang.
For teenagers?
No, 14s. Like 1-4. The 14s.
It's just 4 teens.
Yeah, like the 49ers.
4 teens, man. Got 4 teens.
So they're your first level of security, right? And obviously they're just gangers, so you guys could probably go in there and fucking geek 20 or 30 of them, no problem. Utes. The Utes. And getting to that tower, the transmission tower is visible from the street, so Ainge can just zip you up there, no problem. Like, it's not even going to be a challenge getting there. And then you just apply the line shunt. It doesn't cost anything. The whole thing is loaded with cameras. When you get on site, you're going to have to start hacking these cameras, or they're going to spot you and record you. Okay, that was the only bit of information I wanted to add. You guys go ahead.
Okay, so I guess I'll explain that. When we drive up to the facility, you're gonna have to do your little like teleporty. I'm not okay with it, but like, it's probably the fastest, easiest way to get to that transmitter for me to install some shit.
Oh yeah, it is.
Just try not to blow up in the process of getting us to and from.
We've all got phosphorus tattoos now. We can just do it. Light up our phosphor tattoos.
And look badass like we do it. Yep.
Definitely do not have that.
That doesn't make
Activate all cyberware.
Hey, Josh, they threw in a bunch of phosphorus tattoos just for shits and giggles.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
And they put them right on your ass cheeks.
Programming them all to look like dicks.
He's glowing again. Hookers are near.
Sting!
The stinger, brother. Oh yeah.
We're near the whorehouse. My ass is glowing. Stoudemire, your ass. The whores are near. Whores are the underdog.
Oh, man.
All right.
It always goes blue when whores are near.
But Nick's got the whole thing set up for you guys.
Yeah,
He's got IDs. You guys can just waltz right in with your perfect IDs.
Indeed.
The only problem is
I'll lay out my plan in terms of like showing up using the fake IDs, teleporting up to the tower, installing the shunt so that I can sabotage the systems
Yep.
and gain control over like the alarms and all that stuff and communications. And then we could just walk in, grab the thing, and then leave. But
Walk in and out like the wind, huh?
that's assuming everything goes completely according to plan. I'm not one for deviating, and I don't know how to.
I'm sure it'll be that easy.
Yep.
I'm sure it'll be simple.
So
It's a milk run, guys.
Flawless.
I just want to be. I'm trying to clear this because I have a feeling there's going to be some combat here. I have two questions. If I gun link to my limb gun, but I swap out the gun, do I have to get a new gun link, or does it transfer to the new weapon? Like if I replace my combat rifle that I have now with the spike thrower, do I have to reinstall a whole gun link for the new gun, or does it just transfer to the spike thrower?
It seems to me that kind of thing is it's like
plug and play.
I will say, like, from the Shadowrun perspective, it was like, you had an attachment to the gun that connected to the GunLink cyberware.
I mean, all that still applies. What I'm going to say is, normally, if you wanted to, you have to fine tune it to your biology and to your cyberware. So normally that would take like a check, like a fix check from someone who's good at cyberware. Yes,
I was going to say, can I run the check for it? Because I have a fix +1 and a program +2.
So yes, I would say that would be like a fix, like target number 8. And
if I swap guns,
Nick, you're an expert, right? Isn't your character class expert?
I think so.
That means you get to reroll failures. Is what I'm getting at. So. Yes, you can, but it's going to take us just a small. But if you're on your ship, in downtime, it won't take a roll.
Yeah, that's the only time.
If you run back to the hotel and you're like, get this fucking gun out of my arm and get me my combat spike thrower.
Gotcha.
And he wants to try to do this, in a turn, and he's got to make a roll. But
okay,
if you're just on the ship and you want to swap out weapons, everything gets.
Well, we're definitely not on the ship, right?
No.
No. I was just asking for because, I have I want to attach
you're
it
in a hotel bathtub filled with ice.
That's right. You got a moldy sandwich in the fridge.
My other question is because it says, so limb guns can be used with GunLink Cyber, which is why I was just asking about. Count as rated at all times and can be used even while both hands are occupied. So if I use like a melee weapon hand in the same thing, can I shoot out of the hand as opposed to like a
so
rifle?
it literally says you can use your weapon in your arm even if both hands are occupied?
It just says it's linked in the thing. So it says mentions reload is accomplished as a main action. It's my arm, so it's a 2 encumbrance. I have 2 magazines of ammo with it. I get an instinct +1 hit bonus.
Josh, there's one important thing there you might be missing.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Once implanted, you can swap the guns out during the system's monthly maintenance, it says, but once implanted, a gun is useless for later use. I know it's just a crappy combat rifle. Those things are, dime a dozen.
I mean, yeah, I got this for my spike thrower. Admittedly,
Yeah, so
I just don't have it. So,
and you get a +1 to hit when you use that thing. The count is readied all the time. Why am I not seeing that part you just read about 2 arms or whatever?
It's right after the reload can be accomplished as a main action. The gun can be used as a gun link cyber, count as rated at all times, and can be used even while both hands are occupied.
Okay, so to me, what that means is even if you're carrying like say you've got like 30 books and you're carrying them in your arms, like you're hauling books, you can still pop your gun out and shoot with it somehow. But like, so you can have weapons in your hands, and it just gives you an additional ready. You just have more weapons ready to shoot, but you can never shoot all of them at once.
No, that's fine. You were mentioning me having to use two hands to shoot, so I was just making sure that I can like choose not to fire my rifle, shoot the other weapon. Yeah, that's all. That's all.
Yeah, whatever.
I have everything combat's. I was just trying to make sure. Maybe combat's not coming up. Maybe Olive will defuse the situation. But
yeah, you never know.
Also, I just don't trust it.
We realize you're a very highly paranoid person.
Just shoot blindly into the hallways wherever.
We have figured that. All right, so here we are. Questions? Any more questions?
No.
Anybody else?
Good to go.
So, day of the run arrives. You guys are feeling great. You're feeling chipper. You're feeling metallic, crone, ready to ride to Valhalla.
All right, let's do this.
And how do you want to approach this? You guys just gonna put your costumes on and head down there, or what?
I mean, I'm kind of following Olive's lead on this one. He did all the research. I've been recovering.
Yeah, you're running point on this one, Olive.
If he's like put this on, I'm like, yeah, let's put it on.
So, Arm, how far can you teleport?
10 kilometers.
Somebody wake up.
Jesus.
Okay, so I will get within. Oh shit. I gotta do conversion. I don't know how far kilometers is to miles.
1.6 kilometers to 1 mile. So if he can do 10 kilometers, that's about 6 miles, 7 miles, 6 point
Jesus.
The dome itself is 10 kilometers across, so he can teleport from anywhere in the dome to anywhere in the dome. He can also teleport to his ship if it's directly overhead, which it is.
Fucked up.
But he put his mandala in the hotel, so it's not in the ship.
Right, directly up.
He has a mandala. This thing he made, it's a mandala, and he can leave it wherever he wants to, and at any time he can snap his fucking fingers and teleport to the mandala wherever it is. It's like a little dream catcher thing, and he's left it in the hotel, so he can always at any point just bloop you guys right back to the hotel.
Okay, so the night before, what we'll do is we'll get within like 5 miles, we'll say, of this place, and then I'll have him
been there before, or be able to see it. Could teleport us up 10 miles into the air, and then teleport us down to the site. That way I can see it. You guys just don't lose your shit while we're up there.
Trust me, no matter what.
You can get, like I said, the dome is 10 kilometers across. You could get pretty close to it before.
Oh man,
you guys
want
to everywhere.
Dome? You guys want to touch the dome? We can do this.
But the idea is the night before, using cover of darkness, teleport to the top, install the line shunt, teleport back. The next day, we roll in.
Yeah, it's almost too easy.
So I don't know how you want to do that, Arum, but like that's
almost entirely.
You just gotta get me there.
Yeah, you guys figure it out. I'll just tell you what happens. I mean, tell me what you're doing. I'll tell you what happens.
Saying we're there, man, and we're there. That's almost like a super flight. I could teleport 10 kilometers up in the air.
Well, you have
to teleport 10 kilometers any direction I want.
The dome is not.
The dome flying, man.
The dome is 10 kilometers across. It's not 10 kilometers up. Then it would be a perfect sphere. It's only from the top of the underhab, which isn't necessarily
teleport us outside the dome.
It's only 2 kilometers to the top of the dome, man. So if you want to teleport everybody 10 kilometers straight up, I mean, really, you're going to kill everyone because you'll be in.
That
2
assumes
kilometers is still plenty of room. That's like still a mile plus up in the air to be able to
But he
teleport
can only
wherever you
teleport
want.
places he can see, so he has to go and put eyes on the transmission tower. Unless
Yeah.
unless he wants to just like Neo it. You're talking about just Neoing it across the sky.
Yeah,
aren't you?
man. Exactly. I
Okay,
can teleport anywhere.
Ainge,
I
if
can
this
go up in the sky,
okay,
and then I can teleport 2 kilometers that way. The
dude,
same
if you
height
were
I'm at.
okay, if we were playing
Free.
Shadowrun, you would have just earned yourself an extra karma. Dude, I read
Come
an
on, man.
entire series of novels, like 3 or 4 novels, all based on the principle that these dudes made wormholes, like, and that's how they solved faster than light travel. They put a wormhole generator on the front of their ship, and they would use it to jump like a light year, and then generate another one and another one and another, and they would just zip through, which is what you're talking about doing, going up, zipping over, and just teleporting faster, as fast as you can think.
Yeah.
Basically, just
It's a free action.
yeah,
I'm not
just
gonna
zip
fall
over
2
there.
kilometers in like one turn.
Just
Of the
one
game.
effort.
Action turn.
You absolutely.
It doesn't even cost effort. It's free.
Okay.
Actually crazy.
Meanwhile, I'm just holding onto his waist.
Cling tenaciously to my buttocks to Olive.
It seems pretty easy on paper, and you're free to give it a try. If you want to try it, let's do it, because there are going to be some knuckleballs, but we can do it. I think it's a pretty good idea.
I just need some goggles, and I'll be good to go.
Yeah, you guys step out into the Warren. Ainge puts his goggles on. Nick hugs you tightly.
Yep. Not
and
that tight.
take off. Okay,
All
so
right.
no, you what? Okay, so there's so many buildings, and remember the downtown part like hangs down right in the middle of the thing, right? So like there really isn't a lot of open space. So you have to kind of like chart your way, right?
Yeah.
Luckily beforehand, you get a good idea of where it is. But I want you to make a intelligence roll. Like, is there a skill that encompasses like navigating or anything that involves like direct like?
I'm a starfarer.
Starfarer wouldn't work.
Plus, I have the cyberware that gives me enhanced reflexes, where I get another action per turn.
Yeah, it doesn't look like any of these skills really will work.
Survive.
Just don't push the retribution shield
Avoiding
button.
their natural perils.
You know what? I think that you guys are level 6 and Nick's level 3 or 4 or whatever, and I think you guys are just badass enough to pull this off without any rolls. So just Nick, you snuggle up next to him, and you nuzzle like this. You hold on tight, and then boom, Ainge, you go up, boom, you go shooting over. You're like, whoa, where the fuck am I going? Nick gives you directions, and before you know it, which seems like an eternity, you're on the roof.
Nice. And then
You're there. You're there, Nick. Try to install that line check.
Panting like crazy, just slowly detach myself, wipe myself off. Okay.
Give me a notice check, you two.
I'm gonna use my hollow skin emitter and look like a repairman.
What's that? Is that's wisdom? You said.
Wisdom notice. Also, it is impossible for me to be,
surprised.
Jesus.
I know. Surprised. Wow, we're pretty good.
Ainge or Aaron, you guys come to rest right here where he tells you to. You're actually inside. There's like a little, razor wire Stormlink gate fence, around the base of the transmitter where you guys land right perfectly inside of it. And Ainge, you notice right when you come down, you see there's a camera down on the corner of the building, and it's not looking right at you. It's like tracking back towards you, though. And you figure you've got just enough time. Using a main action to install that line shunt.
You got 15 seconds before I have to use my telekinetic powers and stop that thing from turning.
Well, what I meant by saying that was after that, Nick he'll have his line shunt. I mean, you guys are ready. You guys are this is go time, right? Or no, this is the night before, right?
It's the night before, so we're just trying to install it. I'm not trying to use it.
Yeah, you can get out.
Prep the landing.
Yeah, you can just slip right out of there again without even being seen.
Then we Mandela our asses back.
Yeah, you fly across. you teleport and you poof appear, start to fall, and poof disappear, and fall, poof, 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 poof. All the way back to the damn hotel. It requires many jumps because there's no straight line of sight. There's buildings and there's shit everywhere, right? Shit hanging from the ceiling. Like you guys can't just
teleport directly back home.
You could. Yeah, you can. You're right. Damn it! You ruin all my fun, Age. Why not fly? Come on.
Well, okay.
All right.
We can do that too.
No, you're back at the damn hotel. I hope you're happy.
Ange can now fly.
Do you want me to
This is what we've come out with.
This is
What?
not
Do you want
the
me
way
to
the
roll
rules
something for
should be
installing the shunt?
said.
No, the line shunt is pretty easy to install. Actually, you just kind of clip it on there.
Okay.
I mean, I could make you roll, but you're gonna pass the roll, and fuck it, you do it. You just do it. You're good at what you do, and the line shunt location it popped up for you on the thing because it was in the kind of a location where obviously security just figures no one's ever going to be able to get here, right? How could they possibly get here? They weren't counting on the teleporting hacker flying through the sky. So you got in there. It was really easy. You literally just flip the damn thing on, and it just kind of automates. It goes zzz,
Flying hacker man.
Two little screws like drill it in, and then it clamps in, and then if you want to take efforts to hide it, you could make some kind of a hide roll, which I would say is sneak and either intelligence or wisdom or whatever. If you want to try to hiding them is a good idea, but it's up to you whether you think they're going to look for it or not. If nobody gets spotted. +1, -1, 7. So you do your best job of hiding it, and then Ainge zips you away. Okay, so you guys get back. Do you guys want to do anything the night before? You're slated to make the delivery tomorrow at 10 a.m.
I'll stand up, I'll dust myself off, and quietly walk into the bathroom, and then just puke, and then just walk back out and go to sleep.
Okay, I'm gonna go use the restroom again real quick, guys, and when we come back, we'll finish this off. BRB.
Fucking flight.
Great.
Fucking amazing.
I mean, it makes sense. Making a whole lot of sense.
That is pretty cool. I will say that is pretty cool.
It's so broken, but I love it.
Yep, we're not confined. We can anyway. It says anywhere we can see, so we can go exist outside the dome for a couple seconds, and then we can really find something fun to do. We could hold the entire city hostage for $100 million. $1 million.
Just put you in a suit and put you right next to all the corpo leaders.
Plant a bomb outside the dome. I got it. Yeah.
Yeah. You'll crack the dome. Give those.
God damn it, Cohagen! Give these people air. In exactly 15 minutes, you won't give a shit about the people. I'll blast this place up and be at home in time for cornflakes.
Oh, did you guys take note of the 112,500 credits?
Ainge, do it.
I did not.
We got 100,000 more. Is that what it was?
112,500 more.
God damn.
Where did I put my phone? I gotta calculate this. Where's my calculator?
Dude, you have it on your laptop, dude.
So many space bucks.
That's a lot of prostitutes.
I customized the fonts while I was a little bit high a little while ago on this loot box. So you guys want to take a second to admire that?
The copy or what?
All of it. All of it.
No, definitely the one. Look at Scott. Look, he changed it way up. Oh man, look at that.
How come the copy shows we have like 190,000, but the loot box itself shows Oh, that's old. Okay.
It's old. It has all of our gun links. It has all of our shit in there. That's old.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why the copy got made. To be honest.
We still have an untranslated alien map.
Yes, we do. It's still something I want to do. I still want to go fuck around with alien runes, but yeah, we'll get there. Right now,
like I was saying, if you want to actually make mods on your ship, you're going to need pretext salvage, which I don't know if you get from alien runes per se, but
that's where we get them. We're going.
Seemed to work well for us last time.
And let's do
let's
it.
do this. It's go time. The next morning dawns bright and early. Nick's rubbing his eyeballs. You guys get your costumes on. You get your fake IDs. Derek, you better not be eating edibles this late at night.
I'm all right.
Popcorn ain't an edible.
All right, do it. You guys tell me. How do you proceed?
Coming in a truck, right? Is that right?
We're coming in on a truck. We're just acting casual.
Fly casual.
Driving up to the front gate. Me glaring at Aram going, don't fucking teleport.
I got we all got our special suits on.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you got your costumes? Do you guys have costumes?
I didn't discuss costumes.
Yeah, we got costumes.
So
I got my
We'd at least
activate.
have some sort of uniform, right? Like some sort of,
Yeah,
I'm a hacker. I
cyborg,
just get information and get shit. Like costumes is
cyborg
completely
warriors
out of my
are
wheelhouse.
disguised.
Yeah, Nick earned his keep already. He's made you guys a bunch of money. Well, I don't know if he made it, but you guys made it, and he has it. Well, he had it. Never mind. I'll shut up.
I split it.
I was like, nothing is adding up. Nothing is
We're
adding
facts. That's beauty of being the games master, Josh.
I think we'll just drive casually through the front gate as we belong there.
Definitely hiding the
Somebody
pistols.
does not have an arm that has a combat rifle inside of it.
Dude, they'll never know. I got
So do you
pistols.
just drive around like doing a Nazi salute the whole time because you can't bend that arm or what?
No, it literally works as a normal arm, man. It just pops out.
So one thing
huh?
I want to ask you guys is all the cyborg you got. It could be as obvious as you want it, or you could have got it installed to be subtle.
That's discreet for me for sure.
No, yeah.
You don't have a
100%.
big shiny chrome arm with spikes and lights and circuits and shit, Josh?
No, man, no. It looks like a normal arm. It just happens to have a little spot that pops up and shoots you in the face.
All right.
My eyes glow.
I was going to say, for ears and eyes, there is a specific difference between the synth eyes and the...
Ooh, do I have synth eyes?
The synth eyes are specifically designed to pass inspections, right?
Yeah, those are supposed to look lifelike and pass inspection.
Why am I hollow? Yeah.
You can make your normal cyber look normal, but when it gets inspected, it doesn't pass inspection.
So I imagine just for, my Omni hand and my Cyberlink are probably on the same hand. I just got the whole hand and arm just removed.
Yeah, you basically got a whole new arm. You got to
pull that arm off.
Your
elbow down.
Take the arm.
What's the dude from Marvel? What's that guy? The guy with the arm?
Winter Soldier?
That's a superpower.
Bucky?
He's got an arm. Bucky, yeah. What a perfect name for a guy with a super arm. Bucky. The Buccaneers. All right. So, so you got this truck. There's only 2 people that can fit in the cab. So where do the rest of you jackasses go? In the back?
Probably in the back. I'm probably.
And what are you guys packing?
I'll stand on the top of the cab.
What are you guys packing? You tell me what you're packing.
I got my pistol. Other than that, just pretty much my normal shit.
That's all you need is that damn pistol. No, well, you got your costume on. We're just gonna
what do I, as far as the costume, what type of costume am I?
It's just like we'll say it's just like a fucking jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Intelligence is not my forte.
The corporate logo.
Dramatic corporate jumpsuit.
Yep.
All right.
Corporate logo and a lanyard.
I got my combat field uniform on under the jumpsuit.
Okay, that makes you look a little. The combat field uniform is hard to conceal.
Dude, I'm just swole, dude. It's all.
Yeah, all right. I just, you see a dude walking down the middle of the street wearing combat armor.
Yeah.
Even in this day and age, you can tell.
Dude, I'm hiding in the back.
I'm not telling you not to wear it. I'm just letting you know that,
I've got both my revolvers.
That's
I've
okay.
I've got the combat rifle in my arm, ready to go. And then I've got one melee weapon. I've got a small advanced weapon just in case I got to stab somebody.
What about your spike?
I don't have my
It's
spike
on the
thrower yet,
ship.
man. I don't have my
Come on.
spike thrower yet, Ange. I will soon. I will.
Look at this.
It is literally like when I saw that thing, I was like, oh my god, I could put a spike thrower in my arm. It's over, dude.
Well,
And
when I finally make a combat encounter that might challenge you guys, and then someone comes along and is just like, no, these are not the droids you're looking for. And they're like, son of a bitch, you're not. I'm out of here. That's good stuff. Nick, you got an extra cover for that too, just for doing that. All right.
I love he's got a knife just in case.
All right, well, you guys are clearly. You guys are like, we are corporate delivery man.
Guy in the gift, man. It's just like you got that knife.
I've got the minigun on my back for deliveries.
Meanwhile, shooting every other bullet into the air.
All right. So you guys have got your jumpsuits on. What? So I know what Josh has got. What about the rest of you? Derek's got his pistol. Ange.
I got my lanyard.
You don't need anything.
Just walk around, just showing everyone.
Yeah, I've got mods.
Hey, you guys got your augments. You got everything. All right, so you pull up.
My submachine gun.
Yeah, you guys are it's not really a parking lot per se, so you kind of just arrive. There is a little area in the front, and you pull your car up, and there's like a bunch of like junker vehicles that are just laying there, and of course there's some stuff that's on fire. And
so no valet.
You guys walk up to the building. You who stays with the vehicle? Who gets out? Everybody gets out and goes.
Wait, why are we can't just take the vehicle up to the building to load it in?
That's what you've done.
I thought you just said we were walking.
I said you pulled up and you got out and you walked.
Okay. I was thinking there was like a loading dock.
So we all get back in the vehicle and leave and go.
No, there's no loading dock. Yeah, there's just kind of like you just kind of have to. It's like think of like a parking garage that is dilapidated and controlled by gangers, and then inside the parking garage where no one can really see lies this research facility. Get it? It's hidden.
Okay.
It's disguised as a ganger hangout. So you guys kind of pull up in your truck. And as you are, before you even get out, you've got a group of 6 gangbangers surrounding your vehicle, and they've got fucking AK-97s, they've got fucking Ingram smart guns, and they've got phosphorus tattoos all over them. They're red and orange and look like fire. And they're like, "Yo, we're the 14s. What are y'all doing in our territory?"
That's not a knife.
Who's driving? Derek, you're driving.
Probably Derek, yeah.
They tap on the window and they talk to Derek. They're like, "What are you doing in our territory? You better back it up before we blow this shit sky high, amigo."
Just hanging out, playing Nintendo. Cock.
That's the wrong answer, Derek. They bring their weapons up. They're like, you must have business here or you die, pendejo.
Well, shit.
Damn, we stumped Derek.
Right.
Here goes our plan. I don't think that far ahead.
Who's in the cab with him? Somebody rescue him.
I'm in the back. I'm not in the cab.
No, you're on the roof, I thought.
No, that Derek said he was on the roof.
Let's just assume Nick is in the cab with Derek.
Yeah. Fine. I was going to make somebody else do it.
No, okay, make somebody else do it. Aram, you're in there. Yeah, we got Aram and Bog in the front.
Oh my god.
Nick and
it's all going to hell.
Nick and Josh are in the back.
We're here as security, man.
Oh, we're convincing as fuck.
Jesus, man.
We're here to secure some repairs up in the rotor. I'm retarded. That's
he just looks at you
forward and whisper into Derek's ear. We're here to pick stuff up.
Pick it up, man. We are here.
Did you not read the plan?
Did you not read the briefing? Yeah. Okay. Derek.
All right, we're here to pick up some packages at the request of your boss.
This dude has got like long fucking dreads, right? Like big, like just an immense mountain of dreads, and he's got
that's a shit ton of hair you got there. That's
I don't want. Yeah, he says thanks, and he sticks his head in the window and he looks around. He's like, he looks at your ID. He says, "Let me see that ID card, pendejo." He's talking to you, Bob.
all right, yeah, right.
He snatches it. He looks at it. He looks at you. Think of remember in Conan the Barbarian, where Conan's infiltrating the temple at the end, and he's got that sign of. He's got the serpents, the jade serpent talisman. He shows it to everyone. Yeah, and eventually someone takes it from him, and he's like, "Oh, okay." And he walks up the steps, and the guy looks at it, and he looks at Conan, and he looks at it, like that's what's happening. He like looks. That's what's going on with you. And you don't pass it. No, I'm just kidding. He takes it, and he steps off to the side.
I was younger back then. You know, that's a lot more handsome picture than I am now.
He chuckles at your humor, and he steps off, and you can tell he's communicating with someone by the way he stands, even though he doesn't do any of this bullshit.
Who the fuck are you talking to?
He comes back, and he's like, "Hurry up, pentejos." And you're like, "You better learn another fucking cuss word, asshole."
Can you park my car for me?
He goes, "You better get in there and get out of there. You won't have a car when you come back."
Ooh.
Move it, pendejo! We don't got time to waste on you. And they turn around and they walk off.
Yeah. All right. Which room are we heading to?
Yeah, what room? Where's our target that we're looking at? Do we already know that?
You have to make it to the elevator, and you have to go down to the basement.
All right, where's the elevator at? That is 22. 22. Where's 22?
It's kind of obvious if you take like an overview.
Right in the middle, man. It's right.
Right in the middle. Hey, there it is. Give me time. I would have figured it out. Jesus.
Oh, you did figure it out. We did. You did.
I was agreeing with you.
So you guys walk in through the front door, and there's cameras, and there's a fucking secretary. Right in area number 1 there, in the reception area, there's a cute little secretary, and she giggles at, let's see, which one are you? Me? Sorry, Cyrus. Thank you for the courtesy laugh, Josh.
Yep.
She giggles at you, and she says, "ID, please."
Give her the ID.
Boy, it's raining cats and dogs out there.
Says, "Just sign it." Yeah. No one's really raining cats when you find that junction box. Regardless to say, everything goes fairly smoothly at this point. Like, she's too busy. She's giggling at Josh. She likes his little scars and everything.
Yeah,
and she likes how he is like.
What he's got in his pants.
Yeah. She likes the fact that he's wearing combat armor under his delivery uniform.
Those are muscles, dude. Muscles.
No. She's no stupid girl.
All right.
He loves combat armor.
I've been working out. I'm buff.
You guys get past her, no problem. And you make your way down.
We don't want to get past her.
Yes, I say, what? Whoa. I'm just joking.
Wives Without Borders. Hot Wives Without Borders. Is that where we're going with this, Aram? What does that mean? What's a hot wife?
He was talking to Cyrus.
Ooh, nice line. Nick has plotted a path for you, gentlemen. I suggest you follow it.
The most ideal path there. Excellent.
There's not. There's not a lot of people in here. There's a few people. It's very sparse. Like, it's very Spartan. And compared to the outside, which looked like a complete dilapidated shithole, the inside is very high tech. It's very modern. It's very nice, right? It's nice in here. You can tell this facility has got some corporate bucks thrown into it. It's probably got lots of security too. But be that as it may, you guys make it to the elevator in no problem. Like, you guys just go right through. In fact, you guys are like getting kind of cocky. You guys are like waving at people. pulling your dicks out and shit, you know.
Hey, question.
thing.
So can we ride the elevator all the way down to the sub basement?
The elevator goes down one level.
Okay.
We got to Metal
Did
Gear
you-
this shit.
Does it matter where the
snatch
target
is
is?
in the sub basement.
Doesn't
This
matter where
elevator
these-
only goes. You got to go down 2, but the elevator only goes down 1.
Okay.
Gonna
that
go
make
get
sense?
us a snatch.
Derek.
I hate you guys sometimes.
Okay, Derek.
Just let that one stay.
Well, okay, so you get to the elevator, you know, like there is not a lot of security, although the couple of security guards you see they look like badasses. They've got chrome fucking eyes. They've got like little cyberware, like those little like stud thingies, like what Cyrus has on his cheek, but they're like on his forehead, like a space marine. They've got like little black fucking dictator hats on and black uniforms with their little corporate logo, but they like everybody else. I don't know. You guys just get the sense from this place that these fuckers are just not really taking it that seriously. You know, like they're not really invested in their own security and their own safety. They just kind of feel like, hey, we work for this corporation in this great facility, and you know, they just don't seem to give a fuck. And it just helps you guys out. You guys just walk right through them. You smile and nod and flip them off and do all the things, and they don't even realize. And you get to the central elevator. Bing! It opens. You enter. You go down. Bing! And when you come out, there's a purple line on the ground that leads to the staircase. Now, at this point, in the basement, in the first level of the basement, this thing is all, what's in here? 23, 24, 25. You got scrub rooms, operating theaters, freezers. You got all kinds of fucked up shit in here. Offices. Oh, offices are weird. Power generator rooms, exam rooms. This looks, I mean, are you guys going to study the rooms, or are you just going to pass through and just get to where you're going?
I'm probably
I think-
just passing through.
Yeah,
Pass-
just
pass through.
I'm more so
Inconspicuous
taking
as
note of-
possible.
Yeah, more so just trying to take a note as to guards.
All right,
Just giving
you
the-
take
giving the
the,
head
you
nod
take
to
the
anybody that
staircase
wants to know.
down, and this is where you find yourself. You notice that this doesn't really look exactly like what was on the map.
Well,
Hey, Olive, where the fuck are we?
You find yourself in a very short hallway with a doorway right in front of you, with a closed door in front of you. It's like a Star Trek door, like one of those, right? It's not like a turn the knob and open the door. There's like a little data pad where you know, beep beep beep, and open the door right next to it. You're hacking. You have nobody knows. You've outreached your information that you've gathered. Like, this isn't on your map. Like, this isn't conforming to the map that you have, and this is not. Here you are. This is not what you were expecting, and yet here you are.
so this is what we call different.
Well, whatever you need is most assuredly up ahead.
Yeah. Can you hack that door open?
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
That's
I mean,
true.
I say
We
give
just
it a
got
try.
to do it. Let's get it done.
I'll watch I'll be beside you here.
Yeah,
I'll
just
be
move.
right here.
I actually can't move my token.
You can't.
Whoa, what was that? What did I just do?
Oh, wait, never mind. That's because I'm trying to draw pictures.
Aha! Nick,
Okay.
you are surprised to find absolutely zero security on this door. There's nothing. There's an open button.
I'll kind of like fiddle around with like the panel and like kind of look at it and like pretend to push some buttons and then slap the side of it and then press the open button and then pretend like, see,
Damn,
like I'm
I'm
pretty
so
fucking
impressed.
good.
I'm like, you are a fucking genius. You know that?
Yep.
I could never.
No, nobody could figure this shit out but Nick. He's good thing you guys got him with you. You guys open the door and you see this long hallway. Right in the middle of the hallway, right in front of you, sitting, staring at you, is a cat. A black cat. Maybe gray, it's hard to tell. The lighting is a little low. It's sitting in the middle of the hallway, and it's just staring at you. A kitty cat, a little black kitty cat.
Does it look like a normal cat? Just like
Well, let's make some notice checks. Let's see what you guys can see. Everybody. Good roll.
That's
I
Dex,
don't
yeah.
see shit.
Right? Dex stat?
No.
Wisdom stat.
Notice is always wisdom. It's almost always wisdom.
Remember these settings. Yep, check it.
That's the button. Well, it doesn't look like you guys see the cat, and like initially you guys have like the Shrek like Puss in Boat moments where like he like big eyes you, and you guys are like, oh, but then it doesn't take long for you to realize there's something wrong with that fucking cat. Have you guys zoomed in on the token yet?
Yeah, it looks like it's got like an electric tail.
Yeah, it's like a
little fucked up.
It is a strange looking cat, and it just sits there. It's just sitting there staring at you, purring.
You better shoot it.
It has. I mean, it clearly looks like, at least to Ainge and Vogue, it looks like.
By the way,
I'm sorry, to Aram and Vogamus, it looks like the cat has mechanical parts, like it's a machine cat or partly machine.
It's a machine cat, guys.
Fucking shoot it.
It's just sitting
Kick
there.
his ass.
It's just a cat.
Too many times, or he will do it.
It's just a kitty cat.
Ambush! Ambush!
I'll just pat Cyrus on the back.
I yell ambush and hit the deck while Josh does everything within a 5-mile radius. I'm sorry. Nick, you were trying to say something serious right there.
Oh, I can barely hear Angel.
Me too.
Uh,
Yeah, you got to put the mic down, Ames.
So you guys don't want me to kill the cat, or
I'll
Shoot it!
Pat you on the back and be like, "You do you, buddy."
It goes. The cat is sitting there, and it goes, meow.
I get the door open.
I'm gonna.
I mean,
I can't move.
You've already killed a mom. How bad can it be to kill a cat?
This is hilarious. These 4 badasses that fly amongst
Scared of
the
a cat?
swarm, they face
Get there.
down as if they're operatives. They explode alien ruins, and they're just a cat is like.
mommy
I want to go. I want to approach the cat. I'm gonna reach my hand out.
That's a good idea.
Don't
My
do
cyber
that.
Hand, my cyber hand out
Okay, move your tokens.
slowly. I'm gonna
Run up and
like little
kick
boys,
it.
These are they're 5 foot square, so you guys can move your turn.
I'm gonna come back right here. I'm gonna give you little cat calls. The little
Yeah.
the clicks, little. Little. Try to get it over here. Try to get his attention.
All right.
Little
Well,
kitty guys,
yeah,
nothing to worry about.
You scoot forward, and you're like whatever.
Tuki tuki, cuckoo.
Whatever. And the cat purrs and purrs, and as soon as you step right here, it makes this strange sound, the strangest sound, right? Like this high pitched sound.
Ambush!
And
Ambush!
it starts at the edge of your hearing, and in a flash, in an instant, it goes, "Pew!" and it becomes this bass sound, and the cat's eye lights up orange, hellfire orange, and its tail comes to life, just like that, just like in the picture right there. Initiative.
It was an ambush.
It wasn't. I should have just shot it. I was gonna shoot it if it took a step forward for what it's worth.
It was a damn ambush.
Isn't it just one roll, right? For it's Angel's roll,
Let
is it?
We'll let that be. What are we?
Or do we all roll initiative?
We
Yeah,
all.
you all roll it.
Towards
Cyber Kitty rolled 5. Olive rolled a 5.
Just a D8.
Remember, you just gotta click on the little swords icon and then click on the
Fuck me.
Somebody rolled a 1.
roll initiative.
Oh, right.
Well, okay, so it already put. Okay, I didn't do this.
What
I
the hell
didn't.
happened,
I didn't
Derek?
do this. I didn't do the swords thing.
Do the swords thing.
But it is. Oh, it's still pretty low.
Okay, there it is.
Yep,
There
yep.
it is. Ancient, Aram, you have the cat looks pissed. It's spitting, and its little electronic tail is pointed at fucking Stoudemire. It's small.
Yeah.
See,
I think
you
I
should
can
have
look over
approached
there.
it with your palm down to let it know that you're not aggressive.
You're right. You're right. I tried to give it a little cat call. Didn't care.
You fucked it up?
Cats, cats don't work like dogs. I can't. If it was a dog, I'd be golden.
I think I can teleport that far enough over there.
Wait, when do you ever like pet a new dog with your palm up?
I don't.
To show you're not threatening, you bring your hand up underneath the dog's chin while you're petting the top of the head. Yeah, exactly,
right
Zeke.
there.
You got it.
Your hand motion definitely indicates chin.
So we need to move.
It's like partially
I think we have
mansplained.
one or
you know?
two squares. Oop, I can't move at all. Paused.
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 Unpaused, bitch.
You can move as many squares as you want. What do you mean? Not as much as you want, but
Come on, Mr. Teleporter. I can fly across town like Neo. You can't even move 5 feet?
And there's a door there.
The true enemy of a
you can
teleporter,
go
a door.
1,
Let's go away.
3.
Each square is 5 meters. Is that what you said?
Yeah, but you can move 30.
Actually, 15 meters.
Wow. So we can go 2 squares.
You're big.
Yeah.
5 feet and
5, 10.
what is
Why
that,
are we?
Fred?
Why are we going feet to meters, man? Why are
Just
you trying to
when it says meters, just pretend it says American meters or yards
Or feet.
or 3 feet. If it says you can move 10 meters, that means you can move 30 feet. It's not exact. It's not an exact conversion. Okay. Okay.
Oh well, then I can blink over to this thing.
Dude, you can blink 10 fucking
I was
kilometers.
gonna say you can blink like
I
6
can't
miles.
Actually, I think we need to go right about here,
Dude, kick that cat.
and then we're gonna try out the new eye dazzler.
You're gonna eye dazzle
on
the kitty cat?
turn. Yeah.
All right. How does it work? You tell me how it works. I should know, but I don't. So you tell me.
It will disorient those standing up to 5 meters in front of the user. Strobe is triggered up to once per round as an on-turn action, and adds 1 strain. Victims
It's a fucking
must make
flashbang.
a physical
Oh,
saving
shit.
throw, or you get a -4 penalty to your armor class and hit rolls for the 1d6 round.
How does this work for you? Do you just lean in just
No,
like,
it's just
blinking
in front
very
of me.
heavily, or, like,
It's in front of me. That's why I didn't go over here. I went up here, so I'm looking this way at the wall. I'm gonna find myself.
Isn't that
Don't
10
look
feet
in the
in
mirror.
That circle's too big. That circle's way too big.
I'm
Let me
facing
go.
downwards. All right.
Alright.
This is it.
All right. Okay. That was
I'm not
funny.
gonna blind wash. Blind the whole damn team. Who's got the hard on for blind grenades?
All right. I'm sorry. So you're gonna try to bedazzle this. So
Yeah.
like if you had cyber eyes with flare compensation or whatever, and someone tried to use this on you, would it work?
I think flare compensation makes them not work.
Is flare compensation a thing in this game? I know that's Shadowrun.
Shadow. I don't know.
Do we have such a thing in this game?
I mean, there was nothing under Cyber Eyes anywhere for that. Oh, no, there was, I think. Maybe. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Is there? Is there?
How many?
You didn't get eyes, Josh.
I have ears. No, but I looked at
You got eyes. Did anybody get eyes?
I got eyes as well. I got
eyes,
the
yeah.
Well,
pan-
Ange got an eye mod.
the
Did you get
panspectral
an
optic.
actual eye?
The panspectral optics with
I
a
think-
penetrative radar.
from what I recall from that session is that you had to get eye mods. You had to get like cyber tech, and then you could modify them to whatever you wanted.
And you needed a cyber eye. You're gonna have to buy yourself a cyber eye. We'll retcon that in. No, he on his sheet it just says iMod, so maybe he did.
I don't think you can add cyber eye, is there?
But you can't just add
There's cyber eyes, and then there's the synth eyes. So you have to purchase those, and then you can get the eye mod.
Yeah, but is there like a drag and drop for that? Is what I'm asking.
Yes, there should be under items.
There's a plus button, and you can click it, and then you can copy and paste all the content.
Dude, that's right. The polychrome cyberware is not in the polychrome cyberware is not included in the thing.
Yeah, neither is the cities without number.
Well, somebody would have had to buy because we had a cyber eye and a cyber ear. I took the ear, one of the.
Well, for now,
but yeah.
I will allow a retcon later on when we figure out what we screwed up. But for now, Ainge cyber dazzles the kitty. And what are the mechanics here? What does that cat have to do to not be bedazzled, Ainge?
It has to make a physical saving throw.
Where the fuck is it? God damn it!
Damn, it is raining. It really is raining, cats.
Dude, it started dumping earlier, like big time.
I thought that was the house heater.
The house heater.
The seeker. So you get one on turn action? Is that what it was, or two? What the hell?
Whoa.
Nice.
That was a lot of saving throws for Cyber Kitty. Failed all three of them.
Failed them all.
So what happens to it?
-4 penalty to armor and hit rolls for the next 1-6 rounds.
All right, Ainge teleports right next to this cat. Fucking juts his face like, and like Data in that one episode of Star Trek Next Generation with the strobe light. And you're not sure. I mean, the cat seems to be almost entirely made up of cyberware. You're not sure if it worked or not on the kitty or not.
Well, somebody has to roll a D.
Yeah, the D6, the 1d6.
Somebody has to roll a D6 to see how many rounds you could.
Sorry about that. Should have hit that button earlier. Who needs to roll a D6?
I don't know.
Ainge or you?
But you're making the defense, so one of you.
I have to make what? Oh.
So it's the amount of turns. It's the amount of turns that has the additional effect.
Roll it, Ainge.
Oh!
5 turns.
Oh, all
so
right.
if the cat is blinded or whatever, it's for 5 turns.
-4 for 5 turns. So do I get an attack now after that was an on action, right?
Grab it by the tail and hump it into submission.
So you used your move action to teleport, right? Is that how that works, or does that take the main action?
No, that was a free action. I don't need to pay for.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't mean it's free just because you don't have to pay
the
for
movement.
it. I'm pretty sure that makes a move action. So you teleport with your move action, you blaze away with your fancy eye for your main action, and that ends your turn.
Turn action. What is it? I don't know. I gotta look. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know, man.
We don't know.
How
Nobody
many different
knows.
actions are there in one round?
There's not many. You got a main action, you got a move action. You have instant actions and on-turn actions. That's pretty much all the actions you can take.
All right. There you go.
It didn't work. The kitty says, "Meow," but it ignores you because it just kind of thinks of you as a non-threat. And it moves over and it jumps on Stoudemire. Literally, this cat moves like a lightning bolt. Boom! It fucking goes right for you, and it tries to attach itself to you, basically. So I'm gonna roll.
It is a.
I'll wait for Angel's information dump before I roll.
So the Eye Dazzler is an on-turn action.
All right, so you can still make an attack then.
Yes. So I can slice him with my broadsword here.
Well, I can't. I mean, is it an instant action to manifest your telekinetic armory, or does it take an action?
No, it's already done. I mean,
You already had it out.
Yeah.
All right, attack.
Well, no, it doesn't take. Yeah, it's because it's already cast. It can just be there.
I didn't know you had already cast it. I don't remember hearing you say that.
Uh,
But whatever. It makes sense that you would have it out because,
do you do skill or click on the weapon to attack something in this?
if you just click on the weapon, it should
I think
make
there should be
appropriate roll.
it should pop up like a window so you can add modifiers and stuff like that. I think.
If you just use monoblade in your inventory, that should work just fine.
Okay. One.
Oh.
Nice.
You slash at that fucking cat, and it's quicker than you think. And when you make contact with it, which you do, there is a definite metal on metal sensation that you feel run through your blade. And then the kitty goes, and jumps on Josh, and it tries to grapple you. So if it makes a successful attack roll, then you get to make opposing punch rolls to see if it grapples you, Josh.
Okay. Oh.
That's a successful roll. Doesn't do any damage, but now we got to make successful punch roll.
Oh,
Is there a modifier for this?
Whatever your punch skill is.
It doesn't. It just says I can affect the stat. I don't know what the stat for punch is. It doesn't tell me.
You click on punch. The stat would be, for you, it would be either dex or strength.
Well, we're doing dex for sure. We're not asking that question. Yeah, roll that. Nice, dude.
You keep this fucking psycho cat off of you, and it is a psycho cat, and it's got a hell eye. It's got this fucking hellacious eye, and it's got the whole fucking side of it is made out of cyber chrome, and its claws are made out of fucking adamantium. Bullshit, right? It's fucking gonna shred you. It's gonna fuck you. It's a kitty cat.
It's gonna shred you. It's gonna fuck you. It's a kitty cat.
All right, who's next?
Olive is next.
Move right next to it. I'm gonna put my submachine gun up to its dome and just fucking pull.
Burst fire.
Don't miss. He's sitting against Derek's Washy's chest.
No, Josh managed to kick it off. It's still sitting on the floor. Fire shoot.
Maybe you should try and tame it, guys.
For it.
So roll submachine gun. In the option that says use burst fire, click that. I'm assuming you want to fire burst at it.
It actually doesn't give me an option for burst fire.
With a submachine gun?
Oh, sorry.
God damn it.
Which, I'm looking for a skill.
Just shoot. You guys are going to make me drink another beer. You miss it. Bing, bing, bing! Your bullets just fucking spark off the wall. The cat. This cat is ridiculous. It's a little machine ball of death. It's tiny. It's quicker than it has any right to fucking be.
Well, shit.
Bog.
God damn it. I just want to pull a window open and I link it instead every fucking time.
Well, it's my turn to try. I'm going to come up here, move up here, and I'm going to just try to shoot it with a pistol again.
Yeah, blast the little fucker.
Thermal pistol?
Fucking
You goddamn
cat.
right.
You fucking cyber kitty.
Yep, this is the ultimate counter to our whole team. We need to hack this thing and bring it home. This is too strong. We need to
That's
make
true.
it one of
Come on,
us.
shoot.
You can hack it.
You get it? Derek, you fucking hit the little fucker.
About Jesus Christ, guys! Like
Well,
I gotta do everything around here. That's
You boom, right, and you do your signature blast right through it, and it hits the wall and it flops down and it gets up and says, "I didn't hear no fucking bell."
Mm-hmm.
Stonemeyer. Derek, you put a hole right through it. It's like sparking, shooting like weird, like cybernetic fluids all over the place. Its little hell eye is kind of flat, flickering on and off. It's not as scary as it was a minute ago. Stonemeyer.
Am I still alive?
It is. Derek hit it for 12 points of damage. It's still alive.
Jesus.
It's a kitty.
Man, I hope there's no more of those.
Oh, this is gonna be like a room.
Good thing I gave him -4, guys. You would never hit him.
I rolled like shit for my hit. Okay, so I'm gonna shoot it with my
Everything. I got 14 guns. I'm gonna fire them all.
Rifle, my
Mhm.
limb gun.
Go with the knife. Use the knife.
I have to add all the modifiers. I gotta count them all. Hold on. Use a knife. I should use a knife.
What if you have like double spike throwers, Wash? Huh?
I don't have them yet.
Well,
I don't have them
Hey,
yet.
Did any of you get cyber claws?
I did not.
Oh
Nope.
my god!
I'm not really a melee based guy, man. I just have one for just
I
in
don't
case.
think anybody has a
The kitty has cyber claws.
God, son of a.
rage.
Why does it do that?
Because I try to open the window, I have to hit edit. I can't click on the item. When I keep clicking on the item, so it links it instead of opening a window. So I got a +1 to hit with that, and then gun link I think just ignores cover.
Yeah. Dunlink doesn't affect you right now. It's
Okay.
point blank range, and yep.
For combat rifling, we're doing a shoot.
Fire burst.
We're doing a shoot. We're doing a
Damn, Derek! I can't believe you hit it for 12 points and didn't die.
+1.
If only I'd hit it for more than 3, I would have done something. Oh, damn. Look at all that damage.
And I'm pretty sure that's actually more because of my gunslinger, but if it's not dead, I'll
Josh
go
is
with
like-
the numbers. But
He pulls his arm out, and he fucking holds it, and he strokes it a little bit.
Yeah, he does.
You goddamn right he does.
Got a little bit.
And he just splatters that cyber kitty all over the hallway. It dies. And you guys are like, some bitch.
When you need it, you don't have it. You sing a different tune, babe.
Came to the wrong gosh darn rec room, didn't you, you bastard?
That's one dead kitty.
Oh, let's take it home. Let's take him back to the ship. Maybe we can put him back together, right?
No, Josh splattered it. It's just a smoking pile of fucking little tiny kitty machine.
We gotta get us one of them.
Yeah, ship guardian, ship cat.
Get one of those for the ship. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was awkward.
Yeah.
Every kitty needs a kitty friend too, so we might need 2.
Moving on.
10,000 happy little Urukai.
can I open this door that I'm standing right beside?
It's locked.
Shoot it, Wash. By
Can
ambush.
I kick this door open?
It's a metal door. I don't think you can kick it or shoot it open. You can try.
We
Maybe
have-
eventually.
We have
Is there
Olive
a-
right
is there
here,
a pad?
guys.
Is there is there a way to enter it? Is there a
Olive can try to hack it open.
Yeah, I'll try. Hey, are there any identifiers on the doors?
Good question
No.
too.
No.
One door's
As
one
a
door's
matter of
open
fact,
over there.
Olive, this is something that would only you would notice. The cyber, like the software security portion of this, like ever since you came in here, it's kind of like non-existent. Right? Josh can't open that door, but you go right over to it and you're like beep beep and it opens. Go ahead and open it. And it's just a little room, just like it looks like. Just a little side room. But something very disturbing happens while you guys are looking in that room.
Indeed. Here it comes.
Oh, son of a bitch.
No, there's
Meow 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 meow.
there's a lot of them.
Did-
There's like all these cats come running out all these side rooms.
Jesus Christ, it's got friends.
Let's roll initiative. Hold on, let me end
Well, there's
combat.
only one thing left to do, guys. So to start cheesing our brains out.
Oh, come on, Orphan Maker.
Why won't in combat work?
Don't know.
Uh-oh. There, it worked.
Yeah.
I figured it out.
Everything's cool. Oh. Once per scene, as an on-turn action, user gets a bonus main action. Take 2 attacks, huh? What the hell? Why can I not? Damn.
Oh, you guys won the initiative. There's all these fucking cats coming down the hallway trying to kill you.
Can we construct a rudimentary lathe of any kind?
Maybe. All right, so we are at a crossroads right here, my gentlemen. It's midnight. You guys can try it. We can sacrifice another 20, 30 minutes and try to push through, or we can just stop right here and pick it up when we come back.
I think I probably got to stop.
Okay. I am right there as well.
Yeah, so. All right. I know you guys aren't man enough to face the kitties. Look at Nick. Nick, you bastard. You can't have that many guitars and get that tired at midnight. I'm sorry.
Dude, I'm old, man.
Well, me too, but damn. I don't have that many
guitars. More for
guitars.
decoration than anything.
It's like Washi's knives. Just like a figurative knife on my thigh.
Dude, they're just in case, man. You know.
You never. Knives never. You can never have too many knives, really. All right, we'll stop right here, right before the climactic battle against the kitty cats.
No, this is good.
That's a good place to start.
It's a good episode ending, you know. Yeah.
All right.
The cliffhanger where we're about to get our asses kicked. That's
right, just like last time.
As long as they don't bond together and perform like the Voltron cat thing, we should be okay.
Yeah.
We don't know what they do yet.
They join into Devastator. All right.
Meow, meow, meow.
Instead of keep you up all night long.
We've already rolled initiatives, so I can't talk our way out of this one.
No, exactly. That was my mistake. I should have made you guys roll initiative last time. That was good, though. I enjoyed that. All right, my dudes. That's good enough. Derek, kill the string.
Yep, hang on. All right. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of the night. All right.